Hello and welcome. I am Shorkan, and we are here at HoN Tour or HoN OMG's Cycle 2. Sorry, that HoN Tour thing was from a while back. Let's not talk about that. But we now have Haspusu playing No JP No Win. Last time we saw No JP No Win, unfortunately lose in the semifinals versus Big Ego Crew. But I'm curious to see what they're going to do now because they were really good last time. So, hey Dutch, how are you doing?
Good. Yeah, just come back from holiday. Scorched by the sun, sucked dry by every mosquito in a 10-mile radius.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was fun.
Good, good. Good to hear that you had a good vacation. Well, I've been sitting here and streaming some HoN myself. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a game going on, and we've got Monarch.
Shameless self-plug. Oh my god! Wow. Are you that desperate?
Shameless. Yeah, I'm shameless. Anyways, I am now gonna talk about the bands. Dutch, right? We've got Monarch, Magnus, Silhouette, and Kinesis. And the Monarch ban is an interesting one because it's one that we've seen the Hellborn play quite effectively in their
Yeah,
games. And
it's more.
Magnus, standard Silhouette is also another respect ban. But continue, go Dutch.
Yeah, it's the Monarch is more like ban directed towards the Hellborn team, as they seem to have been having much success with the hero. I thought the hero was relatively weak, but as we noticed a couple of times, is that the Monarch W, the Crystallis, is actually not very powerful in the late game, but it is really powerful in the early game to save that team from being jumped, or that teammate from being jumped.
Yeah. And it's good when you do an all for one strat like the
Yeah,
no JP no win is used
I
to
think they
playing.
ran the Oogie against us, right?
Yeah, and then you have this one hero that's gonna carry for you, and then having a
Yeah,
Monarch to bait with him is
exactly.
perfect.
I do remember that these guys played very passively. Like they just sat back a lot and just farmed and didn't really do that much. And they went S5 a lot. So that is a strategy that is really easily abusable, or like you can play around it a lot by just picking heroes that do well when the enemy is like five a lot. Something like Tundra, for example. The bird can give you so much information, just move around the enemies.
Yeah, and when you have a team that plays a bit more passively, you can even try to out late game them by picking really greedy because you know that they're not going to go aggressive. Picking heroes like Sandwraith and maybe
Hellbringer.
even if you pick Cersei support, right, and a Sandwraith together,
Yeah.
then you're golden because Cersei illusions with Sandwraith already has possibly like 4 illusions up, and then on top of that the ultimate when he has Geometer's Bane. But include that with the Cersei, it's gonna be impossible to tell which one's the real Sandwraith. So drafting these kinds of super late game lineups can be very effective if you know that the enemy team isn't going to be aggressive. But
Yeah.
right now we see that no JP no win is actually drafting for some early aggression because Prophet is also not a very good late game hero.
No, Cthulhu fans and Blitz are also not super late game. They more like scream early game aggression to me, especially Blitz and Chulafan together in a lane. When
Yeah,
you can't get away from the Chulafan's beams, don't know what they're called, obliterates.
yeah,
It can do so much damage.
yeah, for sure. But I think Cthulhu fan is actually quite strong in the late game, especially when he gets a staff.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Like, if you have a staff, you just run or like PK into the backline, and everything basically gets taunted if it doesn't have a shrunken, because it's
Yeah.
so hard to get away from that ultimate. And the ultimate with a staff from Chulafan does, for the ones that don't know, it means that even when you don't face the Chulafan, you still get taunted for 2 seconds or 3 seconds.
Yeah, so that's really strong versus those squishy heroes, especially when he also gets a barbed. Include like combining that with maddening revenge will
I
be
don't
really
even
sick.
I don't even think the barbed is necessarily required. I think it's more like it's a huge radius, the ultimate. It's a 700 radius, so it's more about like gathering up the supports in one area for your team to nuke them down, especially if you have like some big AoEs, like a Malikan, like a Prophet to some extent. It can do
Hmm.
some huge damage.
Yeah, And now we have the bans coming in. So the Legion team is banning a lot of carries because they realized that carries weren't there yet. And I don't like that they don't ban Malikan because as we've seen, Malikan is really good versus magic damage teams. And I
True.
know
They
that
do
they
have a
have a
lodestone.
lodestone, but I think lodestone is kind of wonky to try and target, especially because if you're the only initiator on the team and you have to go in first, you're pretty much a suicide bomber and you just die immediately after.
That's true. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. Malikan is a really powerful hero these days, but it's the nerf to the spell shard, so it's a bit surprising to see that they banned heroes like Clanks and Papa Master, but not the Malikan.
Yeah.
Something like a Papa Master or a Clanks would be way easier to deal with a Lodestone and a Moira. Because you can just have the Moira up, get a PK, initiate on the Papa Master or the Clanks, and just have the Lodestone follow up on that. And that's a dead Clanks or Papa Master.
Yeah, and you know that they're going to go team fight on the Hellborn team because they're lacking some team fight right now. But we do see a
Mm.
Kraken and a Madman being picked up, so there's a lot of AoE from the Legion side. But they need to be careful because if they don't get out of the laning phase properly, if they don't have the right aggression, then Malikan can get really scary versus that team.
Yeah, and I don't think the Madman is a super powerful hero against the Malikan, because Malikan, if he just picks up a little bit of armor, he I feel like he's gonna outskill the Madman, and especially outfarm him as long as the Madman doesn't get a super early cleaver. And cleaver heroes are kind of meh in general now.
Yeah,
So
so I
um,
think they should go for, the type of Snooky build where they have the Mock and like
yeah,
just the really annoying type of madman who joins early fights. If he goes AFK, he's not going to win this game.
no. I mean, they do have like three heroes that can create a lot of space: the Lodestone, the Midas, and the Kraken. As long as you get some decent farm on all three of them, you should be fine. But that's kind of also the issue and the weakness of the Legion lineup, I think,
It's
is
very
that
greedy.
all three of those heroes needs some level of farm or PK or something like that. And then you have a Madman that also needs farm.
Yep. So we're gonna see how they balance that. Maybe they're gonna start off with a dual lane in top with I think Midas being a second support. They're probably gonna run the Kraken in middle and have Moira Madman bottom.
You can
And
even consider running the Madman solo.
yeah,
Because
to
the
try and
Madman,
tri lane, but I think that's dangerous versus a Prophet and a Blitz.
yeah, you're afraid the Blitz is going to rotate.
Yeah, I think if the Blitz and Prophet are top lane with a Malikan, they're gonna have a way better time in the tri lane rather than a Moira Lodestone Midas. Midas doesn't really
Yeah, minus these
do
levels.
very well early.
Yeah. So probably going to be Lodestone Midas then. Moira, Madman, Kraken middle. Let's think. Let's talk mid lane. Kraken versus Bombardier. Bombardier can every time, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, Kraken should be able to get farm. If Kraken doesn't die, then I think they can go even in terms of farm. They both have the benefit of not having junglers, so if the supports are like doing heads up plays, they should stack the woods for the Bombardier and the Kraken, because Kraken with Splash level 4 is going to melt them.
That's true, actually. One very interesting strategy I've seen in TMM actually recently was there was a pyromancer at the mid lane from the Hellborn side, and he just pushed out waves. And what he did was he stacked the hard camp and the medium camp that are like close together in the medium side or at the Hellborn side,
Hmm.
and he just stacked them triple both of them, and then just like once he got level 7, he just farmed them, and he was instantly like level 9 or something.
Yeah, you can do the same thing with an Alonia,
Yeah,
actually. And this is actually then a Hellborn advantage in a way because you have a medium camp and a hard camp, whereas on the Legion side, the closest two camps are the easy camp and the hard camp. So you're going to
yeah.
get more gold from that medium camp.
Yeah, and those two camps are also located way closer to the rune. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, of course, he
Um,
can choose to stack the easy camp if he cuts those trees on Legion side and then use an ability to stack the hard camp on the right
yeah,
as well. That will be
yeah,
close
but
to the
that's
rune.
something more from Alonia and less from like a Pyromancer or something like that. But yeah, Bombardier can do the same in theory. If the top lane is going really well and the Prophet or the Blitz stack the medium and the hard camp, then Bombardier can nuke that down really easily.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I like these types of mid heroes because they're kind of like semi carries in a way, in the sense that they benefit so much off of farm, and that they scale really well into the late game. Like with a Kraken, if you get a shrunken demonic heart on him after your PK, you are such a dangerous hero because of that splash.
Yeah. Even if you get something like a staff, it might be decent. Three
Yeah.
seconds on a splash is kind of insane. Or if
Uh,
you really want to meme it up, you get a rift shards. Did you know that like the splash can actually crit as well?
Seriously,
Yeah,
that's pretty big.
yeah. So like right now, just with 50 attack damage, you would be critting for like 700 because you get the 220 bonus physical damage.
That's insane. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a true meme build. Just
Yeah.
go for like there was like one time where the Kraken was I don't want to say bugged because I abused the living shit out of it, but where like his Lucians would do full damage, full splash damage.
Hmm.
So what we would do, we would just run Cersei and Kraken lane and just like send and like buy rift shards on the Kraken. So the
that
illusions, the Kraken illusions would like flash for 700 plus or something. It was so much
that's
fun.
that's just not fun to see, to be honest.
Yes, it was. It was for me.
I don't like that. No,
Anyway,
but
the
yeah, I
server.
think Kraken scales well into the late game. Better into the late game than a Lodestone, for
Oh wait,
example.
wait. They saw.
Yeah.
They see the Midas. They see the Lodestone here. I
Yeah,
think
but
they
they have
should have
their
seen
own
it.
ward up as well. So Cthulhu, is he going to be able to hit them with the stun? They're setting up for it. All five of the Hellborn heroes are here. They're running in. Midas does not have anything skilled yet. He is going to get stunned by the Cthulhu Fun. Here coming the stun from the Prophet as well. Lodestone going to have a nice stun though, saving his Midas. And that's going to be that. So,
But
very
what
nice
were they
stun from the
doing?
Lodestone.
Were they trying to go for first blood or something?
I think so.
I don't think you can really.
Well, versus a Bombardier.
Still, like the Kraken doesn't really have a stun.
Yeah, but he could
And
choose to level. He could choose to level Torrents. It's
true, but
quite some negative armor.
it's still only one stun from the rocket drill. The Midas doesn't have a stun.
Yeah,
I
but
would,
he does have a slow, which does a lot of damage. To be honest, like
I guess.
they have abilities that all deal 100 damage or more.
And they might actually be interested in doing the same thing again. But the wards, it's sees them.
Yeah,
And
they should definitely go top.
yeah, they should realize something is up and that they cannot go for the first blood anymore. Because yeah, Midas running mid again. Interesting. Do they want to go dual mid and then just send the lodestone top?
No, I think you can win top with the Lodestone Midas.
Yeah,
Prophet is
lodestone.
not that strong of a hero. They just need to secure the pole camp, the medium pole camp.
Yeah, interesting. They want to go for the first blood again, but
Yeah,
Bombardier sees him.
yeah, I don't get this. I don't like this play at all. I feel like Kraken should do fine versus a Bombardier middle. But anyways, let's go to the bottom lane. We have Madman and Moira versus a Cthulhu Fan and a Blitz. Now, this is also something that you need to do when you're playing a carry on the short lane, is block the medium camp. He put a ward right there to see
Okay.
when they pull, but what's the point of that if you're going to lose lane control from it?
Especially, I would argue, especially against Chulu fans, because Chulu fans can like push his entire wave in your face.
Yeah, they really should have blocked this medium camp, and this is going to give such a huge advantage to the Hellborn side.
Oh, they might lose some creeps here if they're not careful.
Yep,
And those
they're
creeps
running
are going to
away.
Narnia.
Anyway, so we
Oh.
do have a dual mid with Midas and Lodestone. And, you know, in this case, it works when you have lane control. But how are you going to keep lane control once you start leveling Splash on the Kraken?
Oh, but honestly, like losing those creeps there is such a huge deal. That is equal to 9 denies there.
Yeah,
Because they were not in range for to get the XP. So bottom lane is honestly like lost at this point, I feel, for the Legion side.
they can still turn it around with some plays from the Madman. I feel like you can always win your lane with Madman, just through outplaying people.
Yeah, I mean Madman is
Top lane,
more
we do have
about
Prophet and Midas. They're going for the rune, but Midas just a little bit too late, and Prophet does end up getting the refreshment rune. But manning up versus a Prophet with a heal and a stun. How about we don't do that?
yeah, the heal and the attack speed you get from the heal is
Mid
just a
lane, we
little
have
bit too
Blitz
much.
coming in with a DD rune on the Kraken, and then there's the bomb. DD rune gonna do a lot of damage. He is slowed for a bit, but maybe a bit too early with that stun on the Bombardier. But Kraken is going to be fine. And look at this, there are 3 heroes from no JP, no win in the mid lane right now.
Yeah, and the Cthulhu fan should just be fine bottom because it's Cthulhu fan and he has lane control.
Yeah.
But they're completely sacrificing one lane here, and I don't see that being worth it. Lodestone is a hero that really needs levels. He needs to get to level 6 ASAP.
And
And
he's not. Look at top tower.
he's level 1, yeah.
Look at top tower. It's already less than half HP
Wait,
right now.
yeah, he had a TP as well. Wait, where's he teleporting? Oh yeah, he's teleporting
The
top.
second tower, but like,
But
oh
why?
man, like this is not how you play offlane.
No. Especially as a lodestone, like, just max your E and you're fine, right?
I mean, he should walk up to the creeps right now and try to last it as well. What is Malikan gonna do? Auto attack him under tower?
That, I guess.
Yeah, but what
Yeah.
damage did that do to the lodestone?
And like, just like that, he's level 3. But he could have
Yeah.
been there like a lot earlier. Oh, they're going bottom.
Yeah, bottom lane, we do have some initiation happening. I didn't get the start of it, but Moira is so good versus these initiation, but the damage from Obliterate is so much, and Blitz not actually able to cast an ability again. But here comes the stun, and he cancels the health pot from the Madman, so that's a big play coming up from Masked Singer right there. We have Midas and Prophet battling again in the top rune, but yeah, Prophet is so good in these 1v1s.
Prophet actually.
But here you have
boosting.
Lodestone moving over as well. You have the Midas. He's trying to stop the Prophet from getting the room, but here comes the Lodestone sudden. He does kind of whiff it though, as now he's forced to go all the way back. He didn't use Head Smash either, so... Oh,
Maybe
man.
just used Hatch Smash and then stun or something? Because then you can just chase him down and Head Smash again. Head
Yeah.
Smash... Oh, actually, no. Head Smash costs mana now. He may
it's
not have...
50.
Oh yeah, he would have had it, okay. But anyway, at the bottom lane, they went in with the Cthulhu fan stun on the Mapman there. I don't know if it was planned to actually go to try and kill him, but you should always try to go on the Moira here.
Yeah.
The Madman doesn't have the skills to actually like assist him there. And a port coming into bottom lane, they might actually try to get a kill here.
Yeah, here's the stun from the Moira onto the Madman, but Cthulhu was actually able to get far enough away to not
and
get stunned.
Blitz.
But here's the Blitz. Lodestone hitting him with the stun. Mana Drain coming out on the Blitz. Madman needs his barrel roll, but instead he uses Stalk, does get the first blood, but... Oh, there's the stun coming in on Cthulhu. He does have his stun available, so Madman takes some damage there as well. But top
Ooh.
tower in the meantime.
Cthulhu fan leveling is E.
Oh, that's
No, that's a no-no.
that's a no-no for me. But I
mean-
still do not like how the Legion laned this at all. They could have won top lane with Midas Lodestone. That combination is so strong.
I don't know if they could have won it. They maybe... Like, Prophet is not a weak laner either. The main issue with Prophet is that he is... you need to get farm on him for him to be useful. I feel. Because,
Yeah.
like, all his abilities kind of require him to be in a certain position.
Look at this in
And-
mid lane though. You do have a torrent being used on the Bombardier, and the stun comes out, the transmute stun, and here's the charge, and they are finally going to kill this Bombardier in the mid lane. But I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
feel
like,
like they're
they are-
falling behind because they're giving freeform to this Malikan.
Yeah, you have to think, like, they are 2 kills ahead. It's 2-0 right now, but they are 3k gold behind and 2.5k experience behind.
Yeah,
And that
Thunderclaw just picked up on the Malikan as well without even going for red boots.
I don't hate it. I mean, I don't think it farms too fast. I think I'd at least go for red boots, in my opinion, because you move so slowly from camp to camp otherwise.
Look at bottom lane though. They are initiating on the Cthulhu with the Lodestone again, and they are going to get the kill on Madman, but they're fighting a very uphill battle right now. They need to make plays in the other lanes instead of just bottom. Madman can always recover because he's just a very strong hero. And he is going to get gone on by the Blitz with another DD rune actually, but Madman chooses not to chase.
Did he ever lose his DD rune? Maybe just permanent DD right now.
Yeah, it seems like it. In the mid lane, we do have Prophet on the Kraken right here. Are they having enough damage? Does not look like it. Bombardier does have his ulti right now, so if he gets his bomb on the Midas, he might be able to get a kill.
So Malkin did finish his Thunderclaw now, and he's moving towards the 2 triple stacked camps here, but
He's just gonna ulti for it, for sure.
probably. But I would really like for one of them to like rotate top right now, because top is a free lane. Lodestone is gonna go there now, and basically you're saying, okay, Lodestone, go farm your PK here.
Yeah.
And that's not something you really want. They were sacrificing lanes. You were happy with them sacrificing lanes. And this is kind of the issue with going for instant Thunderclaw. You could just have Bombardier farm these camps, and then have Malikan farm top, so that none of the other heroes can farm top, right?
Yeah, 100%. Bombardier is having a decent time in the mid lane though, but having just a bit better communication, maybe they would have been able to get more farm on all their heroes combined, because Malikan can farm
Oh my
pretty
god.
much all the waves.
He has a free lane, this Lodestone, and he's still not laning top lane. There's no one there! Go for it, man!
He's
Why are you
getting
not
the
taking...
rune right now. It's a Marek's rune. The rune bottom is a haste, so let's see if anybody makes any plays with that. You do have Midas with an empty bottle right now. Kraken's empty bottle, so he's gonna pick that up, I think.
Yeah, both sides actually see it. They both have wards there. And Blitz moving into position, maybe trying to do something, but no. I guess they might want to set up for bottom lane, but they see them going back. So nothing really happening there. But yeah, Midas... Malikan. Too many M's in this game, dude. Holy shit. Malikan farming those 2 triple stacks, I don't even know if it's actually that much of a GPM increase than just farming like 3-4 lanes.
I mean, it is definitely, 2 triple stacks. That's always going to boost your farm by a lot, and he's up to almost 600 GPM at 9 minutes without boots.
Yeah, but he had to walk there, then farm those 2 camps, and then go back. I think he missed like 2 or 3 waves or something.
Yeah, but therefore, 5 people bottom from the Legion side, but they pretty much know that this is going on. This is not the lane you want to gank, and I want to talk about Moira, right? So there's Moira right now. It's been 9 minutes, and he doesn't actually have any items picked up, even though he's had the pull available. Bottom lane, we do have initiation, actually. Madman getting stunned up by the Cthulhu Font, but here's the combo from the Midas that's doing a lot of damage to the Blitz. 2 ports coming in from the Hellborn side, though. In the meantime, Malikan takes out another top tower. And the entire Hellborn team seems to have ported, but Moira, without those boots, is going to get caught by the Cthulhu Font stun and the Bombardier bomb, and he is going to die. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about is, how does Moira not have any items right now?
Well, that's actually very simple. I look at the bottom lane and I see in one screen, I saw 5 wards. So 2 wards and like 3 rev wards. You just spend everything into wards instead of buying boots. And I really don't like this.
Yeah, because you play carry, right? So I want to know what your opinion is of a support who sacrifices his own farm to get stuff like...
I honestly like the carry buying wards until the support gets like boots at some point, right?
Look at this though, there's initiation on the Cthulhu Font. Combo isn't gonna hit though, and Blitz is there with the speed to save the Cthulhu Font from further damage.
But yeah, like I like just having like 100 or 200 more gold is not gonna mean much to the Madman. It's meaning like getting your cleaver like 2 or like 1 minute later at most.
Yeah, but I also don't really agree with the ward placement from the Legion right now. If you look at bottom lane, you see these 2 wards that give very similar information.
Yeah, one is gonna run out soon, but yeah, I agree. Like, it's just they spend so much on rev wards and normal wards, but for what reason?
Yeah, bottom lane, we do have Cthulhu Font going back in. Madman is starting to go on him. Nice Lodestone stun, gonna hit 2 of them, but here comes the Moira with another stun on the Cthulhu. Blitz is also in trouble. He already used his speed. He does have a stun available. Look at this juke though. Is he gonna get out? Yes, he is.
Yeah, but going back to it, the Hellborn side hasn't moved at all. They haven't tried to gank, really. I mean, bottom lane was maybe a gank. I didn't get the start of it. But the Malikan is not moving, as the Malikan actually picked up a Hyper Crown. The Bombardier isn't moving. Yeah. The Prophet is gonna keep stacking. So, why are you warding so fanatically, right?
Yeah. And it's also the idea that a Moira needs to pick up a portal key at some point in the game. It's so invaluable to have that. But look at this, Prophet and Lodestone running into each other right now. They did maybe see him place that ward right there. He takes the haste rune, and this should be a kill. Moira using the illusion. Lodestone getting a little bit blocked by that Moira and ends up whiffing the stun, but here's the Moira stun on him. He doesn't choose to channel his ulti though on Lodestone, so Prophet just gets to run away.
Yeah, and it's been 12 minutes and Lodestone hasn't used his ultimate once.
Look at this mid lane. Kraken just trying to ulti the Bombardier, but nice side step. But here's the Malikan with that Hyper Crown doing a ton of damage to that Kraken. He instantly falls. Midas now next next victim of the Hellborn side, and here's the Lodestone ulti being channeled right now, but everybody's running away from him except for Cthulhu, but Cthulhu doesn't care. And nice power throw, nice sword throw going on the Moira, and now you have Lodestone. He is being chased by the Blitz. That is going to be a kill, and Midas only survivor from the Legion side in that team fight. But
yeah, Madman meanwhile just pushing the bottom lane, not choosing to TP in. I think, and you may disagree with me on this one, but I really like getting a chalice on the Madman, because I feel you are so extremely mana starved on the Madman otherwise if you just get Sustainer.
oh, dude, I don't disagree with you on that. Madman absolutely loves his chalice, and he's
Madman
actually tanking the tower right now. And Cthulhu not going in for the stun. I feel like they could have killed him there.
Yeah, but the tower was in 9 range.
Yeah.
If you don't finish him off there, and maybe if you can get counter killed or something, you also lose the tower.
Yep.
So I don't. They are ahead right now with 7k gold and 8k experience. I don't think they need to take super big risks. They just need to keep stacking, have Malikan get his items, get both Congors, and then you finish the game. Because the Chowie, or the Madman, he is getting close to his cleaver, but the moment he has his cleaver, what then? Like, he's not gonna be out farming this Malikan anytime soon. He's not gonna be... like, the rest of the team doesn't have the items to start creating space or start doing anything. So, I don't know.
Yeah, their game plan should have been to have Madman be a lot more active than he is, because right now he's
No, I
we've
disagree.
been no?
No, I think it's that Lodestone and the Midas should have been a lot more passive than they were. Just sit top lane, get XP. And then,
gold.
yeah, XP, gold, and then once you get the levels, at like, you can get like level 4 and level 6 by like minute 7 or something, then move. Because then you can start doing stuff. Instead, you have a level 1 Lodestone sitting in the mid lane for like 3-4 minutes before actually they achieved anything. As he channels
Look at
ultimate
mid
in the
lane
mid
though,
lane.
he's channeling his ulti, but Bombardier, he knew it, but he is gonna get hit by the ultimate. Head smash doing a lot of damage, but there's no follow-up right now, and Lodestone might just die from the wow.
Yeah, and this is the issue we talked about earlier with 3 heroes needing PK,
Mid
right?
lane, we do have Malikan initiating on the Kraken with his ultimate. Kraken trying to charge away, but he is... Ooh, the power supply keeping him alive for now, and he is gonna survive.
If Malikan had a wind whistle there, he would have killed him for sure. I'm just gonna put it out. I'm just gonna put it out.
Who knows? Maybe, but
No, but you saw the initiation on the Lodestone is that the Kraken and the Midas just need the PK to follow up on that, because otherwise it's just too far. Or they need to smoke with more than one.
I mean, Lodestone has been in 3 kills, so good on him, but he has only got 10 creep kills when he can very much sit top lane and even contest a Malikan Prophet lane. Lodestone is so strong in lane, and not laning him, playing him as a roaming Lodestone,
Yeah,
just
it's
doesn't
awkward.
work.
Like, there are other heroes that do the roaming thing better, right?
Yeah.
Something
But now
like
we have Madman actually clearing stacks. He got his cleaver, so that's
something
good.
like a Blitz would be really good to roam with. Because Blitz, like, naturally fast. It is as a good stun. And, or like, what would be your, like, best roamer? Maybe something like a Magnus?
Magnus is great. I think Myrmidon does really well.
It
'cause
has
he
to be
the mob
something
damage.
that doesn't really need levels that much, right?
Yeah, the problem I find with Blitz is that he falls off really hard in the late game.
I can see that.
I mean, his speed, if used properly, is still very effective, right? His quicken ability,
Yeah.
especially when you give it to your carry for him to run after all the enemies. But I feel like Magnus has so much late game potential. He's one of the best roamers because no matter what levels he's at, he's going to be useful. Even if he doesn't have many levels, as long as he gets level 7. Oh yeah, bottom, wait, what?
No, they're doing Kong.
Yeah. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah. Actually, I would have maybe liked for them to just get enemy Kong, because I don't think... Madman doesn't want to fight it right now, I can imagine, because he just picked up a cleaver and nothing else.
Yeah.
You can just get the enemy Kong, and then just go for your Kong after.
It's pretty safe for them right now. If Malikan picks up his Shrunken, he's golden. Then he doesn't need to do anything anymore.
Bombardier also seems to be wanting to buy a staff. Oh yeah, outbound. Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, as the Alcpone is a small creep. Yikes.
I
But
mean, does it really matter? Only for the
yeah, because
experience.
the experience is multiplied. So you always want to Alcpone and big creep still.
Yeah, but you get more gold efficiency out of getting a small creep.
But he was killing us like a big creep anyway.
But yeah,
Wait,
maybe
more
that's his
goal
argument.
efficiency? No,
Yeah, of course.
no, no.
Of course.
Why would?
It's always 165 gold, regardless of the creep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no clue.
Well, you're a carry. You should know this.
When is the last time I picked up an Alcpone? You think?
I don't know. But
2012, I
anyways,
think.
I still don't agree with the whole cleaver route for Madman. He doesn't scream to me hard carried late game anymore.
I mean,
It takes so long, and he's going for a nullifier now, which I do like, but
um,
it's too little, too late, in my opinion.
I feel like the gash is still just insane, right? But the main issue I've always had with Madman Carry is actually being able to keep hitting enemies. Because if the enemy just like uses the old ultimate from Madman the Berserk, it also gave like 10% movement speed or something.
Hmm.
That was actually a real big help, because then you would get like just an edge that allowed you to keep up with people. But now anyone that doesn't like get super slowed or stunned just runs away from you.
Yeah, that's why I've been seeing more Frostburns or, Frostwolf Skull being picked up simply to deal with that chasing issue that the Madman has. Of course, he does have his
Honestly,
stock, but I mean,
it's yeah,
it's an ability that goes off cooldown the moment. I mean, that has a really long cooldown if you attack immediately out of it.
exactly. And maybe something like a Toxic Claw could help with that, because it
Yeah,
is 12% slow, but that's not a slot you need to fill. And he
yeah, but
already
I mean, he could have picked it up instead of the Iron Shield. I feel in bottom lane they weren't really auto attacking him ever.
they were applying some pressure. No, I don't. Like the thing is, with the Chulu fans, you have the Chulu fans pushing in the creeps in your face. Oh, and they might actually get some kills here.
Yeah,
Crack
Moira
him with a
going
PK.
in with the illusion. He's got the ultimate. He is going to catch the blitz. Yeah, he got the blitz in it. And there's a sun coming in on the blitz. Kraken doing a wonky port, but it doesn't matter. See, this is also where I feel like experience of playing for a longer time helps in these competitive types of games. I mean, Hellborn picks up mid tower, so they're pretty experienced in, you know, saying, okay, we leave blitz to die and then leave it. But
Yeah.
if Kraken had gone on the Cthulhu front, instead of the blitz. I mean, blitz was 100% dead.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I do not agree that they could have killed the Chulu fans, because
With
let's
a
see. With the Lodestone
Yeah,
ultimate, maybe. Without the Lodestone ultimate, that is 1600 HP, a Chulu fan with a Shamans and a Castro.
yeah, I know, but the Kraken ulti at least immobilizes him for a really long time.
He still had his trample up as well at that point.
Yeah, but if you charge him into the wall, stun him, and then immobilize him with your ulti.
Yeah, but I do agree that there was no reason for the Kraken to go on the Blitz there. As
Yeah.
long as the Moira is connected, that was that Blitz.
Hmm.
But yeah, they're just getting outfarmed right now. Especially with the Alcon pickup on the Bombardier as well. He picks up a Staff to Master. Bombardier just farming those two camps near the mid lane. And I don't think that Bombardier has moved from mid lane at all.
No, not really. He's been farming those camps as well. And moving around to the runes, of course. But Lodestone actually close to picking up his portal key right now, but he's going to be, like I said earlier, a suicide bomber. He's going to jump in, he's going to ulti, and then he's going to die. Because he's got Striders.
Maybe you should have picked up a Helmet Black Legion instead.
Maybe he should have picked up a.
Helmet Black Legion.
Oh no, that would have been absolutely incredible.
Hey, what do you think about Lodestone actually?
Oh, top lane, we do have Lodestone ulti being channeled, but Malikan just kills
Mannequin
Kragiko.
picked up an shotgun. But
It is a good choice to kill the Kongor right now for Legion side though.
and I'm actually kind of surprised they managed to do it without Madman having his life steal.
Lifesteal. And he went damage on Madman, and I don't like that at all.
Oh no, no, just no. Like you need the movement speed so badly.
Yep.
Anyway, what I was going to try to say was, what do you think about Lodestone actually maxing his E instead of his Q?
Um, well, since he's roaming around a lot and being in fights a lot, it's not that bad. But it's not going to matter in the long run. If he actually wanted, like that hero is excellent at split pushing because you can one shot waves with your Q and your W once you've maxed both of them.
Yeah.
That's always what I do when I play it. But look at bottom lane. Actually, we have Kraken initiating in on the Cthulhu. He is going to get Transmute stunned, and here comes a Moira stun, catching both. Mana drain coming in. Oh, there's the Kraken ulti, just barely missing the Cthulhu front, but Blitz trying to get out is going to die to the Madman in the end. So, I mean, they're still getting kills on the Legion side because most of the gold, if you see the GPM chart right now, is on
Yeah.
that Malikan. He's 755 GPM, which is absolutely
Yes
ridiculous.
and no. I mean, it's a big chunk of money, but it's not like the Bombardier or the Cthulhu Friend are on the farms. I mean, Bombardier's almost keeping up with the Madman here.
Yeah, Bombardier is just. I mean, I would like this. This is probably not. I don't know if you would agree to it, but give staff to Malikan right now
Oh
on
yeah, yeah.
Bombardier, and then get a PK on Malikan, and
I
then
no,
you win the game.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like you kind of lack initiation with Julefant not going for a PK and Bombardier not going for a PK. So if you want to make stuff happen, it's gonna be difficult. But I don't think they're very interested in making stuff happen.
He does purchase the Master's Legacy on Bombardier,
Yeah.
and the Geometers is now finished on the Malikan. What
It's
do you think of that?
I love Geobane on Malikan. I always pick it up, but especially with the staff, because besides like you buy staff usually just for the 2-second fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's also just about becoming permanently ranged, permanently between quotation marks, of course. But you basically become permanently ranged, so you get kited so much less by heroes like Lodestone and Kraken and Moira,
Yeah,
and you just deal with them so efficiently.
but they did give the staff effect to the Cthulhu font, which I don't disagree with
Mm.
either. I hope he does pick up a portal key now, though,
Oh,
because as you said, they lack initiation.
they
Legion
run
side
into the
is
Malikan
trying to
here.
catch the Malikan right now. Moira Illusion is going to catch the Malikan right now, but look at the ports coming out from the Hellborn side. Combo no on the Malikan. He is going to be stunned, but Legion side realizes it's not a good idea
Yeah.
to go. Cthulhu running in. Oh, but Chawi actually getting a kill in the background.
Like
He is going to
taking
kill the
candy
Blitz,
from a
but
baby.
wow, well played from the Legion side right there, managing to disengage and get a kill at the same time.
I think this is the issue with what we talked about earlier about not having PKs, right?
Yeah. I mean, Cthulhu just ran in there with his staff effect, and now his ulti's on cooldown, so
Yeah. That's the most powerful thing about Cthulhu Van staff is the fact that you can just blink into the back line and like taunt the Midas and the Moira and those kind of heroes. The heroes that don't really want to attack you and that don't really want to group up because they're just squishy and they die fast. Grouping
yeah.
up those enemies is insane, and that's the real power of the Cthulhu Van's staff effects. Rather than like taunting big enemies like the Madman and buying a barbed armor or something like that.
Yeah, I agree with you there. So you can just stun the entire enemy team or the
Yeah, and it's
backline.
also about just grouping them up. It's like a semi-flux ultimate, and they kill
Yeah,
Bomber
but
here
of course it is a taunt, so they don't actually run towards you if they're in range. But they actually have a kill coming in on the Bombardier right now. But that ulti is just hitting so hard. But Legion side doing a great job getting these kills. But Kraken needs to be careful now because Blitz is coming closer, as is the Malikan. And he does
Yeah.
just PK away in the end.
I don't think Malikan needs more damage right now. I just need. Wait, he did buy something, right?
He bought the Geos just now. Oh, and they get another kill on the bottom lane on Cthulhu. So I didn't actually see that happen, but Madman is starting to hit very hard now. And what is your opinion? What hero is better in the late game, Malikan or Madman?
If
Like
the
just
farm
1v1.
If the farm is equal, then definitely the Madman. But that is the thing, right? It's the same thing with if you compare a Bushwhack and a Taro. If the farm is equal, those heroes win. But generally speaking, the farm isn't equal.
Yep.
And that's kind of the issue with the Hellborn side right now, is that they don't seem to have ways of actually forcing team
Look
fights.
at this though. They are gonna get the dust right now. Blitz is trying to get the stun, but I would have really liked to see the Legion counter initiate on that Blitz, quickly kill him and get out there.
Yeah, they were
Because
3
Madman
people.
has a shrunken.
Yeah, but they were also just 3 people. The
Yeah.
2 people were dead. The Bombardier and the Cthulhu fan were dead. And Cthulhu fan has the ability to right-click a PK in 20 seconds. So maybe with that, we're gonna see some action.
Yeah, so Hellborn side now grouping up, realizing that they are actually on a timer just simply due to that Madman getting good farm now. He has 600 GPM on the Madman, and
Yeah,
it's
and
not enough right now. He's gonna
like
need more farm.
kills definitely helped with that.
Yeah,
And actually, Madman picking up a Geobane, sorry, a Nullfire Blade level 2, but not level 3.
I like level 3 simply to purge dust.
Yeah, so you can purge yourself with level 2.
Yep. Can you
But,
with level 2?
sorry, with level 3. You can purge others with level 2. So do you think he bought it just to dispel the Blitz Haste?
You can only you can purge
Others,
enemies.
enemies
Yeah,
with level
yeah,
2, and yourself with level 3.
yeah.
So
Uh,
you can purge the bomb, you can purge uh,
speed.
the speed and the invigorate from the prophets.
Yeah.
I don't think you can purge the ultimate from Cthulhu Fight.
No, I don't think so either, but at least Madman's doing a good job of split pushing right now. The Hellborn side is doing the same thing, trying to push
Yeah.
bottom lane, but I think Madman just outputs more physical damage when he does it, when he has his ulti popped.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the Madman is not afraid. Why? Well, because there's not a single PK on the enemy team. How are they
Yeah.
gonna catch him? Chase him with a blitz? I mean, Madman is fast. Madman doesn't give a fuck. He's just
Yeah.
gonna split push.
So yeah, Hellborn side is grouping up. They've taken out all the outer towers, all 5 of them standing right there in a group right now, realizing, okay, we're on the timer. Let's go.
And we should really have had Midas pushing out this wave here.
Yeah. But they're looking for a good initiation. Moira Illusion is being used. Some abilities were popped. Here's the initiation from the Kraken. He's going to get the Kraken ulti on the Malikan, but Malikan pops his Shrunken. He's going to stand his ground. But here comes the Lotzen ulti. He misses Malikan by a little bit. Prophet is going to be low. But Malikan actually falling low right now. Madman is just manning up on him, and Madman is going to end up falling to the Superfund and the rest of it. But Legion side seems to be doing quite well. There's a buyback on the Lodestone, and here you have Midas. He's going in on the Prophet, but the heal was there. Kraken is there with the splash as well, though. It's going to be enough. Lodestone with the stun. There you have Kraken and Loso. Now the last two for the Legion side. Bombardier actually getting disarmed right there. There's
Kraken
a bola
bought
on Kraken.
Yeah, that was actually a huge deal within the team fight, and we completely missed it. But the Malcolm was actually disarmed for quite a while there, and he even popped Geos to try and cancel it, but it only half the duration.
Yeah, but they don't have a buy. Oh, they do have a buyback on Madman actually. I thought he was too high level, but here you have the buyback coming out. No Shrunken on him though, but here's a charge from the from the Kraken. He's gonna need to use his bola on the Malikan. Here you have it. Geo's still there though. And they're just gonna send the illusions to kill the base, but it's not gonna be enough. Lodestone trying to find some chase right there. He is gonna stun the Malikan. Now you have the Madman chasing as well. Kraken is not going to hit his stun, unfortunately. Nice sword throw coming out from the Malikan. So, wow, what a fight though for the Legion side. That they managed to hold on even with their deficit.
Yeah, and I guess what we would like to see on the Malikan right now is maybe just a little bit of physical armor here. So Demonic would probably be a good pickup, or honestly, Wingbow or even a Frostfield Plate would, funny enough, not be terrible. Because the Madman is just going to be putting out more and more physical damage, as the Madman actually picked up a Brutalizer as well.
How do you feel
Uh,
about that? I don't particularly like it.
I mean, the enemy is running a single core, so I don't think it's bad. I definitely don't think it's bad. But I do think that it's very, very vulnerable to Wingbow.
Yeah.
So if the Malikan chooses to pick up a Wingbow right now, I do think they might be in a bad spot, because suddenly then the Madman just can't man up against them anymore.
Yeah, and Legion side delaying the Hellborn team with the Moira illusion, and that's why that hero is so annoying to play against.
Yeah, but they're going Konger as well. Another
Yeah.
problem that's like the Moira has right now is that he doesn't have that PK. So you saw him using the illusion at the bottom lane, but it just instantly died because it doesn't get a range before it actually gets the spells off. So the Moira actually had to die in last team fight because it doesn't have that PK.
In this game, I feel like Lodestone should now support and let Moira farm his portal key.
Yeah, I agree, because Lodestone is not going to be picking up another item, because Lodestone, the build I actually like the most on Lodestone is PK into Sheepstick, or something stupid like that.
Yeah, similar on Midas, for example. It makes you have so much more impact, right?
Midas can get like items like tablets, like Storm Spirits, that actually do a lot on the Midas, I feel. Because Midas is a different kind of hero. I feel like Lodestone is a hero, you pop your ultimate, you go in, and that's it. You're done. Your job is just completed and you can go home, take a shower, right? Midas is not the same thing, as Midas can do that, but basically do it once every 8 seconds or something.
Yeah, but the thing with the Midas is he has a far more effective tool at getting the farm because
Anyway,
of
they
its
are
split
going
push
bottom right now.
ability. Yeah, there's a Moira illusion being used, but
But
this was
why?
way too early. That's a waste. Now it's
80
on
seconds
cooldown.
cooldown.
Yeah, and Midas should honestly just combo this wave right now. There's the Moira ultimate. They are going to be using it on the Cthulhu fan, and Blitz actually getting hit right there. But nice tablet coming out from the Hellborn side, and Cthulhu with the Frostfield plate is super tanky, but Madman is hitting super duper hard right now. Bola being used on that Malikan. Ulti pop, no Shrunken left on the Madman. Madman dies to Cthulhu fan side. There you have the Kraken ulti, and it's beautiful, but there's no follow-up. Blitz is close to dying, and Cargico does end up getting the kill there, but the mini stuns from the Prophet are going to be too much, and they are going to pick up the bottom racks, and these buybacks, I think they're just a little bit too late because Madman no Shrunken. He has no way of getting in. There's the Bola right there on the Malikan. He can't auto attack anymore. Combo from the Midas, and Malikan is going to fall, but Madman falls again to the damage from the Bombardier.
Did you notice that the Bombardier bought a resto?
Yeah,
I did not.
I saw, but he just, yeah.
Like, they are just far behind at this point. The Malikan picked up that symbol, Bombardier picked up the resto, and as well as they executed last team fight. Sorry, not the last team fight, but the team fight before that.
Yeah.
As poorly this team fight was executed,
Yeah.
because the Moira ultimates initiated upon a Cthulhu fan. Now, if there's one hero you don't want to initiate on, it's a 2k HP Cthulhu fan with a Frostfield plate, an Astro, and a Barrier Idol.
No. That's what I noticed as well. And Madman popped his Shrunken head at the start of the fight while auto-attacking the Cthulhu fan.
Yeah, and the Lodestone ultimate, which you really just want to do one thing with, and that is hit the Malikan. Just hit the Malikan, nothing else. It's hit the Blitz half, and the Blitz just got out. So I think they were just stressed because they saw their racks drop. But honestly, they should have been either they should have like just had the racks drop and say fuck it or something, or they should have been way more prepared. Have some ward stuff, have the Moira not waste his illusion,
like
and
what he's
just
doing right now.
I don't know. He seems to be not playing Moira in an optimal way. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but it's especially the fact that you said earlier, the fact that they didn't have a ward in the bottom lane. They knew that bottom lane was open, so get a ward of sight there. Make sure you can actually see the other side of the ramp so you have some proper initiation instead of just trying to kill a Cthulhu fan with a Frostfield plate.
A Cthulhu fan not picking up a portal key, so he's not really something you have to be afraid of. Just ignore him and you're fine. Let's talk about the Frostfield plate pickup instead of the PK. I mean, it's definitely not bad. If there was one item besides the PK, I would have liked to see it. It's definitely gonna be the Frostfield plate, because the aura effect of the minus attack speed actually goes through Shrunken, so it's a huge nerf to the Madman.
Yeah.
Or a huge, debuff to deal with the Madman.
Yeah.
But he still has his hatchet, as he just sold it. He's listening to me.
Is he gonna get the portal key? No, he gets the eye instead. But yeah, he should definitely pick up a portal key and just kind of box out the enemy heroes. He needs to play similarly to an Armadon, in the sense that he just goes in front of his team all the way to the front, which he did. To be fair,
meat shields, yeah.
But
be the meat shield you were born to be.
Yeah.
This is
it's a tough game for Legion for sure. But if they had made better decisions in the laning phase, they could have been so much closer in gold, because they're not playing poorly at all.
No, it's more like that the Hellborn side is playing super greedy with not a single PK pickup, and it feels like the Legion side is just not capitalizing on the windows that the Hellborn side leaves open.
Yeah. Look at this though, Malikan popping his ultimate just to make sure he gets ranged, and so it's auto attack. Here's the low sun ulti. He is going to hit 2 in the background. There's a Kraken ulti on top of it, and look at this, Malikan is actually dropping, and he does go down. Legion side doing a great job right now. You have Bombardier only one alive from the Hellbourne side. Cthulhu Fund is also still alive, but the illusions from Malikan actually dealing a lot of damage to the Kraken, and that fight was insanely good for the Legion side right there.
And do you know why? They hit the Lodestone ultimate on the Malikan.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, and Malikan just melts, because like suddenly he has no armor anymore. They don't have a Store Spirits on the Legions, on the Hellbourne side. And you're not really that afraid of any counter initiation, because the enemy just doesn't have PKs.
Yeah.
Unless their positioning is insane, which, I mean, it has been good, but it is very hard to position yourself against those big AoE ultimates like Kraken ultimates and like that kind of stuff, and like Lodestone ultimate. And unless their positioning is insane, you can just like capitalize on that.
Yeah. Malikan still does have a buyback up though, so are they gonna try and force that out here? I would really like to see them pressure it a bit. Kraken is up, but he is defending bottom lane.
Yeah.
So
and
it looks like
doesn't have Mabon doesn't have buybacks right now. So
yeah. But what I do see is they don't want to pick up a sheep on anyone from the Legion side. I think they've got 2 Sand Scepters.
True.
But I don't like the Sand Scepters actually, preemptively. You know.
And yeah, as Bombardier picked up a sheep, that's definitely a good pickup with his Resto Stone.
I think he should have gone Bola.
No, I don't think. No,
of course he should have gone Bola. Versus the Madman. He has a Resto. He can use it twice on him.
Yeah, but there's a cooldown.
Yeah,
of 10 seconds. So I would like to see someone else pick up the Bola, like the Cthulhu Fan right now. If he's not gonna pick up a PK, we have this like. He's been thoroughly about that, so I would like the Cthulhu Fan to pick up a Bola and the Sheep Stick, because you have to dual Sheep Stick. You can like time it perfectly every time.
Yeah.
Hellbourne side, Legion side does not have a Bola. Oh, sorry, and Sand Scepter. So I do like the Sheep Stick more than the Bola in this case, as they might actually secure the Conquer here.
Yeah, but it's just the idea that if Malikan dies within the duration of Madman's Shrunken, then the Sheep Stick isn't worth it.
True.
And Malikan died really quickly last fight due to that Lodestone ulti.
Yeah. And I think the main reason why the Malikan dies is because the Legion side can initiate, while the Hellbourne side can't initiate. Alright?
Yeah. Why don't they counter that ward that Kragiko just placed? Do they not have vision of it, or...?
No, they don't. Oh, no, wait, they do. They do. The rev
yeah,
ward
that rev ward reaches it. Okay, there you go.
So that was not a token. I think it was... Yeah, it was probably just for too long between the kills. Mammon picking up no Fireblade level 3, as he doesn't have a buyback anyway, so that's probably a good choice.
Yep.
And we see the
Sun
Malikan
ulti being popped right now, but does he see anyone? He doesn't see anything at all, and...
That's just kind of the issue with the Lodestone ultimate, right?
But why don't they have a ward?
They had one ward and it got countered. Maybe there wasn't the ward in shop for the Hellbourne side. For Legion side, I mean.
But they've had so much time to set up for this fight.
True.
They could have placed it a lot deeper so that the Rev Ward wouldn't find it. But here's the low zone PKing in just to get some damage in on the Cthulhu. I like the patience right now from Legion though.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to repeat the bottom fight where they just went in really YOLO and they just got blown up by the Bombardier. Because the Madman, with the issue I mentioned earlier, not being able to chase people.
Moira illusion being used in the background, but like, come on.
It just dies. Like, it doesn't have a PK. It's an 800, oh sorry, a 1.3k HP Moira.
Yeah, look at this though. Now they're finally able to just deal damage to the tower. Lodestone ulti is being popped again. He's PKing in. He does have the stun from the Moira on him, and he's gonna get the ulti on Malik. And here's the combo. Kraken ulti is gonna miss, but Bombardier! He melts to the Madman. Madman trying his best right now to get to the Malik, and Malik being Bolad as well. Madman actually not hitting anything right now. Cthulhu does fall some damage to the Madman. Blitz is really low. Kraken, all he needs to do is hit the Blitz once, but here you have Midas. He buys back. And he is going to go in, but he's going to get chased by the Malikan right now, and that damage is ridiculous. That should give away value of a ward. Annihilation coming out from Malikan right now, but Madman, the sole survivor from the Legion side.
Playing
Oh,
really
what is?
scared right there at the end. And
Yeah, look at this though.
bottom tower is also falling.
Yeah, he needs to defend base. Uh,
Like, the Madman is not going to be able to defend the Rex. I think we can say that with 100% certainty. So just defend base instead then, right?
yeah, Lodestone buying back now, but
But
what are they
why?
gonna do with us?
Like, why buy back after? Oh, he just got gold.
Yeah,
I can see that. So he just had golds because he has like 10 gold left right now.
but this is also the problem of Madman. Did you see him trying to hit Malikan that entire fight?
Yeah, no, it's what I mentioned, right? Because like back in the day when his Berserk still has movement speed attached to it, you can just like he had like 420 movement speed or something when you had the Berserk popped, then he could chase people. But right now, without something like a Frost Wolf, I mean, it's so difficult. Because
Yeah, so what
Malikan,
would you like him to pick up now, actually?
honestly, Frostfall is like one thing before that. One thing I've seen be very effective on a mapman is surprisingly the Dawnbringer, because it gives you everything that you need basically,
Mm-hmm.
with the movement speed and the attack speed slow. But yeah, Frostwolf would be good. Wingbow would be good because Wingbow also gives you movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
But you might have to sell something if you want to pick something up.
Yeah.
And I think this comes back to him picking the damage enchantment instead of the movement speed enchantment from the
Mm-hmm.
Conqueror.
Yep. If he had chosen movement speed, he was only a couple Congors away to, you know, not feel that movement speed loss at all, because he does enough
Yeah,
damage.
yeah, because the Malikan did pick up the movement speed every time, and Malikan currently has 490 movement speed.
Yeah, with that Geometer's Bane on top
And he
of it, of
picked up
course.
a fucking Resto Stone. Oh, I love it. That's insanely good pickup.
I still think if he had picked up a portal key earlier and gotten the staff upgrade from Bombardier, the game would already be over. But
Yeah, I don't like the Chulafant upgrades without a PK, because you're
yeah,
not going to be able to reach the backline anyway.
he's got 4.5k gold on Cthulhu as well. So this is also a mistake I see many people doing, is that you don't want to push with that much gold in the bank.
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna be buying, but there are some spots, some situations
Just
where like
he has an empty slot, right? So pick up a portal key.
Wind Whistle, maybe. No,
No.
no, yeah, I would have definitely liked for him to pick up a PK, because I'm pretty sure he would still have had a buyback if he did that.
Or
But
pick up a Shrunken, so he can run through unimpeded.
honestly, Shrunk It is mainly strong because the Madman is hitting him a lot, and Madman like needs to slow from something.
Lodestone popping his ulti right now, and Moira illusion coming in as well. The Lodestone ulti is going to hit on the Malikan. Here comes the charge from the Kraken. He is going to use his ultimate. Malikan actually in quite some trouble right now, but in the end, Madman is just going to be hitting, and he's getting low though, and Malikan with that symbol is going to survive, so the Hellborn Tide is going to win this team fight, and there comes the GG. Well played from the Legion side, and Hellborn takes it.
Yeah, last team fight, the last team fight, the Lodestone ultimate actually did not hit the Malkin.
No,
And
it did. It did.
no, I was checking debuffs.
Oh,
And the
but
team
doesn't
fight before
Shrunken get
that,
rid of it, or Geos?
no, it's a blue debuff, so
Okay.
nothing gets rid of it. And the team fight before that, it did actually hit the Malkin. So it was really hard to see because they were all like stacked on top of each other because of the Kraken. But Malikan really wasn't in any danger there because Malikan still had like his. Well, the team fight before that, Malikan dropped really low and got himself up with the symbol.
You know, to be completely honest, I would have liked Madman to pick up a portal key and to just focus Bombardier down instead.
Probably not even terrible. What do you think about something like Arresto here for the Madman?
Uh,
Just to get that
he didn't. He
double.
didn't have the movement speed for it.
True. What about Geo then? Or I
Dawnbringer
would.
instead of boots.
Yeah, I still would have liked Dawnbringer, honestly, because I think it's sounds terrible on the Madman, because it gives you everything that you in theory already have. But that is also that's like the weakness of the Madman is not being able to chase targets.
Hmm.
Once he's out of stalk, like in stalk it's easy, but then like once you get it, you back to your normal movement speed. And that's kind of the problem with the mapman, and that is also why getting Congors is so important on the mapman,
Yep.
because you need the movement speed. You need to be higher movement speed than the enemies.
Yep. But I think this game really just comes down to what they did in the early game, the decisions they made there to have Lodestone be roaming more rather than actually contesting the Malikan in lane. And um, if they had chosen to be a bit more aggressive early on, because Malikan went for no boots, Hyper Crown,
Yeah.
or was it
Oh,
Hyper Crown?
I so did not like that. Yeah, no, you went for instant hypercrown.
Yeah,
And
I
I don't
mean,
think it doesn't farm faster than red boots, because you still need to move from camp to camp.
yep. So yeah, um,
Well
well
played
played,
on both
definitely from
sides.
the well played by both sides, and they managed to hold on a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah.
But that's also due to the item pickups from
Well,
no JP, no portal
let's give some
keys.
credit. Let's give some credit where it's due, because the Legion side was behind like 15k gold, and they won some very big team fights by having some good lodestone ultimates, hit the mapman, sorry, the Malikan, and capitalizing on that, because they did realize that, well, the Bombardier has a shit ton of damage, but it's really squishy. The Malikan is the only tanky target, so if you just hit the Lodestone ultimate on the Malikan, burst them down, win the team fight. And they did that like 2 times in a row. So
Yeah,
well played for
really
that.
well played by them. But again, Moira needed a PK as well. He would
True.
have been far more capable of getting those key ultis to counter the Bombardier.
And please don't stop wasting your illusion like that.
Yeah,
If you're
please don't do
listening.
that.
Anyway,
Anywho, I'm not gonna be right back because I'm gonna be playing the next game. Dutch is as well, so you're gonna be joined by a different set of casters. So we will be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second match of today's Cycle 2. I'm Easy Full Clan, going to be joined by a new caster here today, Zara. How's it going, Zara? Nice to cast with you.
Oh, hi. I am so pumped for this game. I did cast There Goes Your Virginity before in our previous tournaments, and I'm very pumped to see more action from them today.
Okay, so since you've spectated them before, what do you expect to see out of them? What were some of their strong points?
You know what? It was a long time ago, but all I do remember is it was a very they just crushed the enemy team, and I'm hoping to see some of that today again.
That would be very interesting to see a repeat of that fashion going into this match because, as most of us know, the Hellborn lineup is the team name itself is actually escaping right now, which is a little embarrassing, but
Yeah,
they're all very recognizable players,
of course.
and so I think TGYV has their work cut out for them going into this match. Though I would be very, very happy to see them completely take the game away from the Hellborn side.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm thinking this time it won't be as difficult as it was before for the enemy team, but as you said, we all know how all these people play the legendary players. Dutch, Shortcan,
yes,
Max.
indeed.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I would love to see the scale not be tipped one side or the other. I would like to see a very even 50-minute game going into this, but we have already got bans and picks going on, so let's talk about those. We've got Engineer, Moira, Magnus, Dr. Repulsor as far as bans go. What sticks out to you?
I that Moira ban, I do notice in a lot of tournaments people do go Moira, and after every tournament that goes on, in if you just play TMM, people start picking Moira because they notice and realize how strong she is. So, and especially after that last game, I think it makes sense that Moira got banned.
Yeah,
But
Moira to me is just a super frustrating hero to deal
inc-
with.
yeah, that
You
mana
know,
drain, it's
yeah,
incredibly frustrating.
and it actually, the mana drain makes me think about Dr. Repulsor here. And it kind of makes sense why Shorcan maybe banned out Dr. Repulsor, who was recently buffed. And because since he chose to ban Moira in the first ban phase, Dr. Repulsor would see a little bit more strength, not having to deal with the Mana Sunder, right?
Mm.
So I like that. I like that reactionary ban to his own ban, I should say. I wonder if he planned out both those bans ahead of time.
And Magnus as well. Magnus is an amazing roamer, strong in pretty much any phase during any game.
Absolutely. I think my personal opinion is that Magnus is just a top 5 hero in the game in
Mm.
just about every match.
People always underestimate how much damage he can actually put out.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, just he's so slippery, and the line stun is absolutely one of the strongest in the game. He just displaces himself so effectively. He's got the disjoint on Steam Bath and everything else. But the banning phase, we're about to reach the second banning phase, so let's talk about some of these picks. Uh, Legion so far has got Blitz and Rampage and Predator, and then we're waiting on the third pick, which is a Meraxis here, preceded by Rally and a Luna. So who do you
A lot
think's
of
got the
stun.
advantage going here?
Well, I am always about stuns win games. That's how I think. So on the Hellborn side, they have already 3 stuns. However, I feel like the Legion team, they're with Rampage and Blitz, they're going for sort of a more mobile team, ganking and roaming. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
absolutely. I think that we're probably going to see, Shorcan really likes to draft. I've seen him draft Rally several times. He likes to play it as, I think, like a position 4 typically. I expect to see a tri-lane setup from them, but pretty sure he has ran in a dual lane as well. So that's one of the nice things about Rally is it is very flexible between being ran in a dual lane or a tri-lane. So he kind of has their laning setup disguised in that fashion, which is I'm
Mm,
always a fan of whenever you're trying to set up a draft to confuse your opponents or just get the gain an edge on them.
yeah.
But to me, the most interesting pick here was the Rampage pick, and we actually saw that picked up in a game versus I can't remember who played it, but it actually was extremely effective, and we thought it was kind of a weird pick at the time, but it actually ended up coming out and doing a lot of work. Um, but yeah, what's your opinion on Rampage? Do you like Rampage, especially alongside a all physical damage carry like Predator?
I think Rampage is one of those heroes that you have to get the early game with him. And if you have someone who's awake, Rampage can be one of those things that you're constantly aware of, and the entire team's always afraid of him. Or he could just be coming in and feeding. I don't know. I've had experience with both, but an awake Rampage, I think, is very scary, and I think he could go either way. It's going to be a hit or miss, I think.
Yeah, the positioning of the enemy team does need to be pretty specific to avoid getting preyed on by a Rampage. I agree with you there. He always keeps you on your toes, always having to worry about his position.
But with
But
enough team communication, I think Rampage can be countered. You just need to communicate as a team.
that's true, and perhaps maybe Rampage is more of a TMM hero.
Exactly.
Whenever you put that kind of perspective on it, because in a 5v5 setup, in a competitive setup, all 5 players are uh, much more synergistic
Hmm.
and cohesive, so they're on the same wavelength, communicating enemy hero positions, and so yeah, in that regard, Rampage does seem to lose some effectiveness, but we've got bans and even second pick phase going on here, so Malakin, Bubbles, Hammerstorm, Monarch, Silhouette, and Vindicator were taken out of the game. Pretty interesting that, you know, with the third pick carry on the Legion side, they, they revealed their carry pick, and so the Hellborn side was able to ban out some extremely strong support heroes,
Yeah.
specifically Monarch and Vindy.
Yeah, with those
Do you like
ultis.
that?
I think Vindicator is an absolute pain in the butt to deal with, and I don't like once in a while she can just it's just incredibly infuriating to deal with. Um, but Monarch as well, I guess because of the solstice, they want to avoid that cleanse that she has.
Yeah, certainly. And so now
Between
we've got the final pick here is actually on the Hellborn side is Hellbringer. I totally understand. It's actually in the hands of Dutch Ownage. I actually casted a game where he did Hellbringer short lane, and it ended up working out pretty well. And so we'll probably see a repeat from him here. I think he went Hyper Crown, if I'm not mistaken, um, or at least shot for it.
yeah, I
But
mean his Hellbringer's E is I think absolutely ridiculous. It's such a strong spell
yeah,
with how
absolutely.
much
It
you can
gives him
heal.
the passive lifesteal on
Exactly.
all of his damage. I think it's up to what, like 12% or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12%. And then if he activates it, all damage taken by the hero is affected by the active uh, from all sources heal Hellbringer. So yeah, it's a really strong utility to give him some potent survivability and some of these huge team engagements, as well as just like sustain in the jungle and everything. But don't want to skip these last hero picks. Legion opted for a Plague Rider. Looks like they're sending it into the Suicide and with the
Definitely quite
Solstice
strong.
jungle. So yeah, it's a difficult hero to deal with, in the fact that it gets kind of free lane control, free denies. But I think that the players in the Hellborn kind of know how to deal with that. And not only that, Plague Rider is he's very, very susceptible to being dove. He doesn't really have
Mhm.
any escapes. You see, he's got
Very.
the red boots here, so he will be able to
Got a nice
kite,
block
as
on
it
him too.
were. So he's going to get some easy lane control here, but I'm expecting lots of pulling coming out from Aluna to
Well,
equalize.
yeah, she's blocking that whole area. But the thing with the new map as well, it's so much easier to suicide as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
with it.
let's have a look at Rally going in for Solstice over there. They're sort of one-on-oneing over there, taking those creeps. I feel like Solstice is giving out more damage than Rally is. Not paying attention to him at all, just going for his last hits creep, doesn't care.
Yeah, and we saw
Oh wow.
Rally actually manage to snipe one of those ogres, so
Yeah.
he might end up getting.
Wow,
Yeah,
he used his stun for that. Got out, took a little bit of damage from those creeps, but making sure that Solstice's farm is not going as well as he wants it to be. Blitz is manning up now. Solstice probably called for help. Canceling
Yeah,
Rally's potion.
I really like this though. This play from Rally here. You know,
Mm.
Rally is basically putting a lot of pressure onto Solstice here in the jungle. He's drawing Blitz away from the bot lane, giving Meraxis the 1v1 opportunity against the Predator.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I mean, Solstice is a hero that requires farm to be
Yes.
effective, right?
100%.
Whereas
Even-
Rally, not so much, right?
Yeah, he's like
So
leeching that
I
XP
really
from
like
him.
this trade. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And another thing is that with the new map, of course, makes jungling so strong, and he's making sure that Rally, I mean Solstice does not get the XP, does not get that GPM. Oh, we see Rampage charging in, and an amazing counter stun from Rally escaping there. That was beautifully played. Wow, that reaction time, that's amazing.
Yep, and I'm sure he got great communication
Yeah.
from his mid player on Gunblade, as
And-
Meraxis
yeah.
is kind of getting chased here in the bot lane by Blitz and Predator.
Oh yeah, Blitz uses his E to run away. Meraxis throws an axe, slows him down, and yeah, he manages to not actually take much damage in that scenario.
Yeah, and I actually want to just comment here in general on this Meraxis lineup. Meraxis in the bot lane versus a Predator and Blitz. You know, Predator can get onto Meraxis, but he's not going to be taking a stun. He's not going to be taking the Blitzkrieg stun from Blitz more or less ever.
Yeah.
Blitz is not going to be able to have any sort of play around the arcane shield. There's no silence or stun from the Predator,
As long
so
as he times it well.
you know Meraxis is extremely, Meraxis is extremely safe in this lane, which I'm loving. So this should be a pretty. He should have pretty easy access.
We
to
see a
the
leap
lane.
on Rally by Predator. Blitz tries to escape, uses speed on himself. He's taking a lot of damage from the axis from Meraxis. I think we might get a first blood here. Nope, he uses his E to escape. Escaping with 50 HP, but Meraxis is not letting up. Does he have any axes left? Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he does. Oh, he's slowing him down. He's continuing to chase. Blitz uses his E and his stun to escape. Oh my. We got a kill on Oh, we see a charge on Meraxis coming in. We can see a leap from Predator, and Meraxis gets taken down, absolutely cornered and alone in that jungle.
Yeah, so this is a good job from There Goes Your Virginity here to you know, just kind of prey on the over aggression from these two heroes in the bot lane. But it did take Predator away from the bot lane for, you know, a little bit, though there is a gathering of 2 waves of creeps here under the tower, so I don't think he ended up losing that much from when it comes to lane XP in the long run.
Yeah, and see Rally just warded that camp over there. The thing is that Rally dying there, it wasn't it was kind of worth it if you think about, as you said, the XP being drawn out, and Meraxis is like level 4, and so is Predator, and as you mentioned earlier, Blitz was taken out of that lane, making them 1v1. So probably Meraxis got some good last hits there. Let's have a look at the GPM.
Yeah, we did miss this kill in the mid lane, but you know, clearly this roam from Rally onto Rampage in the mid lane together with Gunblade was a little bit too much under the rug. And a neutral death by Solstice here in the.
Oh, we see top lane. I think
in
they're
the
gonna
bot
corner
lane.
that Plague Rider top. They've got plans for him. Rally's sort of making sure he's got a good position there on him.
Yeah, they might be trying to set up some sort of dive here. It looks like. No, I don't think it's gonna.
Okay.
Excuse me, just one moment.
Oh, we see that Plague Rider is stacking that jungle as well, those ancients. Once he gets his level 6, probably he can rush that staff. Let's have a look at middle lane. Oh, we see they're going in for that Gunblade. We have 2 charges available. Oh, Plague Rider comes in, spots that, uses his Q, gets charged by Solstice. Gunblade is taken out. Amazing gank by Legion. Good job. Making sure that mid laner getting some revenge on that previous gank.
Yeah, much needed, I would say.
Oh, we see a charge on Rally by. Oh, Rally amazingly stuns away. Beautiful. That's a second lovely escape from Rally using a stun from Rampage. I'm absolutely loving his reaction times. Very beautiful.
Yeah, he's using that compel to great effect to escape these Rampage ganks.
And since he doesn't Rampage doesn't have his level 6, the very little catch.
So we have a pretty, not a trivial gold advantage here from Hellborn at this point. Almost 2.5k gold. And I think that's coming mostly from a stun has landed on Meraxis in the bot lane,
Ooh,
but
Use
he's going
the-
to be able to
his
fend
W.
off any sort of threat because Predator was just too low to go on him.
I think.
But
Meraxis-
yeah,
Oh, we see a leap from Meraxis. We see a leap on Meraxis, and they're going for him. But Meraxis pops a stun, I think, and he took out Predator. That was amazing. Holy moly, that was so beautifully played. We see a TP coming in from the Hellborn side, while Meraxis is trying to escape, but Meraxis does have a level advantage. We see a snipe from Baluna coming in. Will Blitz manage to get a kill on Meraxis? Nope, Meraxis throws an axe, and they killed him. Wow, that level advantage, a 6-3 with Rally coming in and taking away his XP. This is we're seeing it come out right here.
yeah, Meraxis is just starting to dominate this bot lane. He now picks up Ghost Marchers, and it's going to be really, really difficult for. He's going to be able to outrun even the Blitz at this point.
Oh yeah,
So
he's incredibly fast with his W.
Right, so he's going to be. He's pretty much going to take away this bot lane completely. They're going to actually have to
We see a
use a
haste.
lot of resources.
See a hasted Gunblade coming in. He pops his ulti on Blitz. Blitz tries to use his E to escape, tries to throw his stun on him, but he's completely bound because of Gunblade's ulti. We see a Solstice ulti trying to counter Gunblade, saving Blitz in that process. And are they going to corner him? Nope, Rampage comes in and charges him. We see Gunblade using his. Oh, he gets ulted by Rampage, and he's going to get taken out by Rampage. I mean, oh no, he manages to escape because of Meraxis' stun. Holy moly, that was beautifully played, I have to say.
Yeah, what an unfortunate turn of events. It looked like they were going to maybe put a lot of pressure onto Gunblade and get a kill off of him, but unfortunately, just that compel stun was too good, and we got the double stun on the Rampage and the Solstice, and Rampage was not able to complete the charge onto Gunblade.
But that
And,
save on Blitz for that second, that was very beautiful.
It was beautiful, and Blitz ended up, being saved, but he is
But
the
is he
position
worth
5
it?
player as well.
Yeah, is it worth
so-
saving it? I think that should be saved for initiation. I know it's sometimes you do want to save your teammate, but you need to make the call.
Well, I mean, he did want to save his teammate. The mistake was, I think, pursuing after that. But they weren't expecting that rally to be there because, as you can see, there is actually no vision.
We see a charge. We see a charge on Meraxis. Is this a smart decision or not? Probably is, because Gunblades from behind. Meraxis manages to get a stun on both of them. He pops his shield. Oh, we see a Gunblade ulti on Predator, taking him out. A charge on Meraxis, but Meraxis takes him out too. Wow, that was amazing. That was a failed initiation on their part. We see Blitz being chased down as well. That was 3 kills for the Legion side, for the Hellborn side. Wow. Oh, Rally almost got taken out by a creep there, escaping 40 HP. Valorant is clearly a better game. No. Heroes of Newerth is the only game that matters.
A little bit of BM all chat from the Legion side, but no problem. But the whole time, we actually haven't seen much coming out from this Hellbringer at all, but he's just been quietly pushing the mid lane here after having already taken the top lane tower, so
that's a warning for it. There goes your virginity. I agree. That's breaking the rules right there. Oh, we got a tower in the middle being taken out, as you said. That's silent
Solstice is
Hellbringer.
setting up here for the big Breath of Soul.
Oh, there he goes.
He's
channeling his ulti. Takes Hellbringer down. Beautiful. It was very necessary. We see a charge into Luna and a Q from Plague Rider taking her out. Wow. I see Gunblade coming in hasted, trying to take out that Blitz. He could probably escape. We see Rampage ulting him, but that was completely pointless because Gunblade managed to take Rampage out in that process. Now they're going after Solstice. Was it worth it? Oh, we see. Oh wow. Meraxis managed to escape with 10 HP. We see a beautiful seismic slam from him, from our Rally, taking out the final player.
Yeah, lots of turning and burning there underneath that tower from the Hellborn side, which I love to see, kind of juggling those tower auto attacks. Several of them are getting out of there with only one tower auto attack's HP worth of damage, so.
Did you see Blitz try to go in and try to take out that Meraxis and then thought against it and turn around? Who invited
Um,
this? Who the hell? What is this behavior coming in?
I'm not sure. I think we just have to look at look past it.
Oh wow, we
But
missed a kill
Gunblade gets a
bottom
kill
lane
onto Predator here in
on
the
Predator.
bot
Well,
lane.
Predator is their carry, and he has. Let's have a look at his items: Marchers, Toxin Claws, 2 minor totems. It's not going well.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
got just about every hero on the Legion side is struggling to stay afloat above 200 GPM. The short laner for them is at 142 GPM right now. This is looking very one-sided.
yes.
You know, I think that it just seemed like Predator needed to utilize. You know, he got a few,
Oh, we see a
3 or
stun on
4
Solstice
waves
charge.
of.
Oh, we see a charge on from Rampage on a Luna. Are they gonna take her out? Does he have his ulti up? No, he doesn't. So, oh, he does have his ulti up. Oh, they again. Gunblade uses his ulti on Blitz. Blitz managing to escape with his E. Actually, didn't. He died in that process. Gunblade ulted by Rampage, but we see a seismic slam coming in from Rally, killing Rampage, and again, a very unfortunate fight for the Legion side.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
they're chasing Solstice Maraxus, stunning him under his own tower, completely not caring about taking that tower damage, going after him. Solstice tries to escape by stunning Rally, Gunblade in the process, but Gunblade is pushed by Rally to stun him, and again, more casualties on the Legion side. The communication and the reaction time from Hellborn is so flawless. They're playing it so well.
Oh yeah, they're definitely playing very effectively as a team.
Gunblade is saving his ultis for Blitz every time, like an easy catch. And it's quite smart because Blitz does have this escapability, but Gunblade is just bound to him. So he's
Yeah,
going
I
nowhere.
actually love Gunblade in general versus this
We see a
this
charge
Legion
coming in.
lineup.
On! Oh, that was a beautifully timed fear, but Blitz doesn't care, wants to go and pops his ulti and catching all of them. And they take Hellbringer down, and Gunblade is there alone versus all. But he manages to actually take Blitz down again. Marax is coming in too. We see a failed ulti from Plague Rider. Unfortunately, again, another great fight for Hellborn. I think they weren't expecting the team to follow up there. They just thought they were going to take down Hellbringer.
Which they did eventually get him, but now they have to worry about, you know, I would say the position 1 hero here on Hellborn side is the Hellbringer. But now you've got to worry about this Bloodbath Gunblade as well, who's actually the top farmer. And
Bottom
so
tower
it's just
taken as well.
it's a rough spot to be in for Legion. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
really know what they can do to come back from this. It just seems like the gap is too wide at this point. They've got to fight into 3 PKs now.
well, look at the GPM comparison. Let's have a look at middle lane. Oh, we see Predator being taken down, targeted by Gunblade and by Hellbringer. Rampage came into to charge, but unfortunately got taken down by a Solstice ulti. And now Hellbringer is caught out, but he could probably escape since Aluna came in and stunned all of them. And Blitz gets taken out by a fear. Aluna gets caught out, taken down by Solstice stun. But we see Maraxus hovering over with very low HP. Solstice taken down by a Hellbringer ulti. Beautifully played. And wow. He had 6 HP. Maraxus had 6 HP in that fight, and he manages to escape.
Yeah, they just don't have the damage to bring down a hero like Marax at this point either.
No.
He didn't even have to utilize Matrax, but you know, if he does have the Matrax up, it's
The unfortunate thing is that in that situation, Rampage came in and like he came in and charged in, and I think that was just you kind of have to live and let die in that situation because the entire team kind of followed up and died as well. Like what could you
yeah,
have
it's
done?
also I think it's really difficult. I actually don't like the way that they laned Rampage this game. If I could just comment on more of a kind of a meta happening this game, you know, Rampage is an awkward mid hero. I see people run it in the mid lane sometimes, and I don't know how you feel about it, but you know, this hero is supposed to take a lot of its time in game to
See a
be
PK
chasing
from
people.
Gunblade coming in and immediately targeting Solstice. Oh wow. Well, it's GG.
Yeah,
He wanted that last
a quick
that
CC.
last PK kill. Wow. Well, yeah, I don't, as you said, I don't think he's great mid, Rampage. I think he should be long roamer. because you can easily communicate him missing in mid. I don't know. That's just me.
Exactly. And every single time that he does depart from the mid lane and start to charge somebody across the map, when you go against some of these, when you stick him against some of these traditional mids, Gunblade is he's still a great mid hero. He
Yeah.
just the hook shot that Gunblade has gives a lot of gank potential to the hero for any kind of blinkers. You saw the utility that he had against Blitz that game because the Quicken was more or less useless. It didn't help anybody escape from him once his ultimate was utilized. So
Hmm.
yeah, just the amount of space that Gunblade got in the mid lane because Rampage was or felt compelled to charge into the jungle to try and push Rally out against to stop disrupting Solstice's farm.
Yeah.
Um, you just saw it kind of snowball out of control for the Gunblade in favor of the Gunblade. So
And there was a lot of space sort of created for Hellbringer as well to just push, split push
yeah, I
all the
mean the
time.
only thing that he had to worry about in the top lane there was the Plague Rider, and Aluna wasn't even feeling, the Rally and Meraxes were causing so much mayhem in the bot lane and in the jungle that the Aluna could just comfortably start to stack his own XP gain by
Mm,
just constantly stacking and pulling against the Plague Rider. The Hellbringer felt really no threat against the Plague Rider, and the
they
Aluna
com-
didn't even feel compelled to rotate anywhere because Meraxis and Rally were just drawing like 4 heroes to them. So it was like a 2v4, and Hellbringer, Luna, and Gunblade were just like, okay, we'll use the space and we'll just soak
yeah.
up the XP and gold from these two lanes
They
as well as the
completely
jungle pool
drew.
camps.
They completely drew away the focus. Yeah, that was. I think Rally, the way he played that jungle, it was beautiful. Like I'm gonna watch the replay for that just to see how good that was.
To
I
try
love
to
that.
emulate it in your own game. So that was really great. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just those small things that start to snowball out of control. Meraxis got to more or less 1v1. I was watching it. We were all watching it. Meraxis got to 1v1 the Predator in bot lane for 2 or 3 waves because of Rally immediately uh, putting pressure on the Solstice as soon as the first jungle camp spawned. And so Solstice is like, hey, I can't do anything against this guy. He's just like sniping my last hits here in the jungle. Blitz is saying, okay, I'll come help you. But now Meraxis gets his preferred 1v1 matchup
Yeah.
in the bot lane and gets those crucial, last hits in the first 2 or 3 waves that helps him get his red boots. And you saw the rest is history. So
Yep. The rest that was an amazing game. I very much enjoyed just watching Hellborn. Their synergy is on point. It's like they've been married for 30 years.
yeah, I mean, we saw them in the first cycle.
Mm.
I believe they were the victors in cycle number 1. They also won the last Oh My God tournament. So they're definitely the favorites going into every cycle that they participate in, and I am eager to see who is going to dethrone them. No disrespect, but you always got to root for the underdogs. So
Of course you do. One day, they're like the Ronda Rousey of this fight. One day they'll be taken down. We'll
great
see.
analogy, but I think that's it for for this match. Any closing thoughts?
um, I would just say, can someone put their 10,000 hours in and beat this team?
Take out Big Ego Crew.
Yeah, take them out. Gotta kill that
Just
ego. But
kidding.
they
Well
play
played,
beautifully.
guys.
They play beautifully. Yeah, they
Yeah.
deserve that win.
All right, we're gonna go on a short break here, and I'm not sure who's gonna be casting the next match, but stay tuned for the third match of the day. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here in the third match of today, the third and final match. I'm Easy Full Clan, being joined by Zara in
Mm-hmm.
the main caster seat. Zara, how's it going? How did you enjoy that first match and the second match, I should say? And how do you anticipate the third match here in front of us?
Well, the last match it was very one-sided. I feel like Hellborn dominated a lot. I'm hoping this match will be. I'm looking forward to like a 50-minute game. You know,
Me
I
as
want
well.
I want to see
The
Congors. I want to see tokens. I want to see like fights going either way. I don't want to know who's gonna win until I see the last
You want to see
shrine taken
tower
down.
trades
Exactly.
and one for one hero exchanges, carry for carry, stuff like that.
Exactly. I want to see
I'm
that.
on board completely.
Yeah, I want to see
So
a carry jungle for 30 minutes this game.
I'm not so sure I can agree with you there. That carry in the jungle for 30 minutes.
I
That
want to see.
sounds like
I
it
want to
needs
see a.
a.
I want to see a 30-minute farming mage main. Otherwise, I'm leaving.
Whew. The only way I'm going to be on board for a 30-minute farming mage bane is if the other team is constantly making strong attempts at ganking him, and
Yeah.
he's really just doing everything he can to skirt those ganks. But
Yeah.
anyway, we've got bans here: Cthulhu Font, Monarch, Meraxis, Magmus out of the game here. What do you think?
I mean, again, Monarch is a very strong support. Cthulhu Fun, we see in the last games that he can be again very strong. I've seen him played a lot in these tournaments, and again, our discussion with Magmus, he's just such a strong stun. But against the Slasky player, because I've seen him play a lot. I would ban. He's a great Nymphora player and a great Aluna player, and I think that Aluna is going to Slasky. I
Well,
think
we
that's
can
what it's
see,
going.
yeah, we can see that they have a Luna in their hands at this point, so
Yeah.
it seems like it's all but determined who it's going to, based off of what you said. But we've got a profit pick in response, and I kind of just want to touch back on the Monarch pick. While I do think it's a really strong hero, it feels kind of like a kind of an awkward first ban hero.
Mhm.
If you contrast it with the Cthulhu Font Meraxis Magmus, I mean, look at those three heroes, right? They're just these really beefy. Magmus, maybe not so much, but we've already talked about how slippery that hero can be. But just these really, really strong stunners, right?
Yeah.
That make liberal use of portal keys in the mid game, and just offer so much presence in team fights and in laning phase. So Monarch to me feels a little bit awkward, but it is what it is. She's out of the game. We've got Pharaoh and Rally picked up here.
Again, a rally.
Um,
Well, the Monarch thing, agree with what you said, it is quite awkward unless you have a specific hero that you want to play that she counters. I don't think it should have been the first go-to. I would always ban Vindicator. I hate playing against Vindicator. Unless I'm playing him, I'm banning him.
yeah, as a Gemini player, I have to go right on board with you. I hate dealing with Vindicator. Just the R button cheese is sometimes just too much to deal with. It's super frustrating. And I mean, not to say that he's an ulti only hero, but honestly, the book drop and the disarm spell are also kind of annoying to work around as well.
Mhm.
So I'm with you, but Vindy's not in this game yet. And
Mm-mm.
by the lineup so far, it doesn't look like he will be, but I better hold my tongue on that point. But we've got this Blitz and Salfora's pick going into the second ban phase. So, how do you feel about these drafts? Any kind of do you have any kind of conjectures about how they might be laning this? What do you think that what's Legion got planned with this Pharaoh right now? Is that an off lane Pharaoh, you think, or a mid Pharaoh, or
I think I'm seeing a mid Pharaoh. When I see Blitz and Prophet, I think he's probably a mid. But I don't know how these. Do you recognize any of these players?
Yeah, I mean, so I've played against if you're talking about Oni-chan team, I've played against Lucius and Mr. Fox and NATMM many times. Can't remember Mr. Fox's role that he prefers in TMM games, but I know that Lucius is typically the core player that whenever he plays. So, and he's actually quite consistent. He's very, very pretty darn good. So I expect to see carry picked up in his hands this game. But yeah, Pharaoh a lot of flexibility on that hero, and I kind of love it. Pharaoh is super good because he's got this long range initiation
Mm.
that doesn't require a portal key, um, which is a strong advantage offered by the hero. But at the same time,
You
he
cancel
does get
portal.
he does get countered by items like Tablet of Command,
Mm-hmm.
and even in like Rally Compel, say Rally can just
Yeah,
push somebody out of the wall.
that's very
So
true.
he kind of has this weird. Um, and actually going back to the picks, you can see that Rally was picked up in response to the Pharaoh. I wonder if it was specifically tailored for the Pharaoh against the Pharaoh pick, which is a pretty wise draft decision. I like it a lot.
And Raleigh's
Um,
strong regardless as well. So
yeah,
it's
Pharaoh kind of has this interesting timing where you know, he's most useful between, soon as between being level 6 and when the enemy team starts to pick up tablets against him, which is
mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that Aluna is going to be picking one up ASAP, if she's not, too far behind in the gold count because of ward purchases and the like. But uh, now that we go into the second ban phase here, we've got Chronos, Swiftblade, Ravenor, Malikan, Dark Lady, and Hammerstorm. So all carries banned out. Both teams are
Also,
missing carry picks.
also, Kronos and Dark Lady are heroes that can escape his walls as well. And Malikan too. Maybe that has something to do with it as well.
Yeah, I agree. Dark Lady actually cannot
She can't?
charging strike. Yeah, charging strikes has to follow pathing, and so
All
if
right.
all the walls are up, um,
Oh yeah.
charging strikes can't be used to escape the Pharaoh wall. But she's still a
Pathing.
strong hero, regardless. I
Nitro's an
love Dark
interesting
Lady,
pick.
but yes, Nitro.
Very
So
interesting.
this is a hero that I don't think I've actually ever seen in competitive play. Maybe my memory is just not serving me very well. But since the rework, I have not seen this hero in competitive play. So I'm actually extremely curious how they're going to utilize it. I think it's going to be picked up in the hands of Lucius this game. So I'm expecting him to be able to produce on this hero. From what I've seen, it seems very strong in the few TMM games that I've seen it picked up in. It got reworked and seemed okay, and then it got buffed across the board. Following that rework. So, yeah, we'll see how it works out.
One thing I wanted to continue touching on earlier, one thing I really like about Pharaoh is that he's amazing at canceling PKs. Just keep throwing those Qs out. Those those E's out. And no, was that what I'm talking about? Yeah, that one. Like it's amazing because you can just throw it and I remember whenever I played against him, and I like playing Magnus a lot these days. It was so frustrating. It was very hard to try to come in and PK in with an ulti.
Yeah, Pharaoh is just his entire kit is just wonderful, and offers a lot of utility. It's got some global presence. It's got scouting potential. Got disruption potential. Superior magic interrupt. Pharaoh is just an awesome hero. I love this hero, and I'm very very excited to see it, see how it performs this game. But we've got a Bubbles pick following the Nitro pick. So I'm kind of curious where this Bubbles is going. And then we see a Gladiator pick. So Gladiator, I'm not sure who's going to be the main core here.
Yeah.
Probably Nitro. I think Nitro needs a little bit more farm than Gladiator, but Gladiator looks like he's probably going to be the position 2 hero for Legion side. So I wonder if that's going to be a mid Gladiator or if we're going to see a dual lane Gladiator. The hero has potential in both setups.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think this last pick is going to be for Hellborn?
Honestly, I have no idea.
I think
I'm just very curious about the laning of the Legion side. What it's going to be like. I think it's going to be Gladiator mid. Valkyrie.
Gladiator. Yeah, it looks like a pretty standard 2-1-2 setup to me, but it could be a tri-lane setup. I could see
just wondering who's going to go mid.
Nitro Blitz Prophet doing something, doing some work. Seems like a lot of damage.
As they said that Aluna was going to go to Slasky. It's one of his favorite heroes to play.
And predicted you did. Predicted correctly you did. But so Valkyrie is the final pick. So kind of this semi-carry. early game potential nuker. So with I like it a lot because the map is going to have so you've got 3 strong heroes that can just by default with their basic abilities escape Pharaoh Wall. So it's actually going to seems like they with the draft setup they effectively diminished the utility of this Pharaoh a little bit, which I like. Um, he's kind of their main initiator, or even their main counter initiator. Um, as you can see, they actually don't really have too many heroes with PK potential on the Legion side. Gladiator can definitely use a PK. I personally love using PK on this hero in conjunction with Showdown. I think it's got a lot of synergy.
They got
Um,
four on the Hellborn team coming in
yeah,
on
it looks
bot
like we've got
on that bottom
5v5
lane.
potential here, or 4v5 potential,
We see a
and
nice
it's
early lane, very typical standard play we see in tournaments coming in, getting that lane up early with a TP. We
yeah,
see a man up coming on 5v4.
yeah. Willowkeeper's got to be careful here. It looks like they're getting set up on.
Oh, they are. Oh, whoop, we see Aluna quickly gets a stun on Gladiator. Throws in one auto attack. We see Prophet throws in a stun on Rally. I mean, Aluna. Aluna gets pushed out by Rally. Sort of an anticlimactic end there. But it's sort of usually the case, I noticed, in these types of 5v4, like when they notice that the entire team's there, it always ends up
Yeah,
anticlimactically.
abort.
Yeah,
But Compel just being such a useful utility in that situation, right?
definitely.
Especially because Rally went red boots to start, so he's already pretty slippery,
He's got
pretty hard to
plans.
catch. So he knew that he didn't have to save Compel for himself unless he was in a really, really bad spot. So yeah, just this tri lane here in the bot lane for Willowkeeper. It is a tri lane versus tri lane here.
Hmm.
Um, I'm not sure who I think I favor Hellborn here. I mean, they've just got a tri stun set up. Um,
Oh yeah, they got.
Nitro feels like a pretty awkward tri lane hero. He's got like a mini stun pushback type thing, but it doesn't really offer a tremendous amount of lockdown, obviously, like these other 3 hard stuns from the Hellborn side. So
We see Aluna trying to be caught out by Prophet and stunned by Blitz, but she walks away. Just trying to push her out. Don't want to give her any ideas.
some good harass damage.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think they're kind of outmatched draft wise, and so if they can kind of keep one of these heroes,
Back.
one or two of these heroes, kind of in the 60% HP range, then they
See
will
a
have
nice-
an advantage if any kind of engagements come out.
See a nice pull from Rally as well. Soaking
Yeah, they're
up.
just trying to.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how I feel about these pulls sometimes because of the nature of the wave that came. They
Yes.
gave some free creeps over here to Nitro.
Yeah, and
Um,
another thing is you need to. It does, if you don't do it well, it does continue to mess up the lane control. Now they've
Exactly.
pushed the creep and they're kind of back to square one. You need to
Yeah.
pull your own creeps in as well. Pull their creeps in as well.
We'll have to keep our eyes on this tri lane versus tri lane. But how do you feel about this mid lane and top lane matchup? We've got 1v1 matchups here. In the mid lane, we've got Gladiator versus Salforus, and top lane we've got Bubbles versus Pharaoh. So
I think
the Bubbles
is
versus
so
Pharaoh,
strong.
yeah, I think Bubbles is an extremely strong 1v1er in this particular matchup, especially. There are other heroes that can kind of give him some trouble, but Pharaoh doesn't really have a whole lot of things he can do versus a Bubbles, so I
No.
kind of feel that this is very Bubbles favored.
Well,
It's a
Bubbles-
classic matchup, though.
Well, Bubbles is strong against, as a suicide. So one-on-one like this, it's not that difficult for Bubbles because Bubbles has that take cover he can use against the Pharaoh health tormented soul. He's got the escape with the shell serve, again as you're right, and he's got the silence too. So he's pushing him out as well, ranged as well.
Yeah, I think Bubbles just excels in range versus melee matchups, and so unless it's very specific, I think that there are certain melee heroes that can give Bubbles a lot of trouble, but
Yeah.
I think I like this mid matchup a lot, though, especially just the draft from Hellborn. Kind of predicting a potential Gladiator in the mid lane. South Forest is just such a tanky presence, kind of impossible to knock this hero's HP pool down.
Oh, he's going in.
And
He's got
Gladiator
TP
is just
too.
this. But if I could just finish my thought,
Sorry, my bad.
Gladiator is just this No, it's fine. But Gladiator is just this frustrating hero to deal with in terms of harass in the mid lane, and so South Forest just counters it so well, and so it really feels like Hellborn Willowkeeper has got all 3 lanes on lockdown here. From a theoretical.
Oh, sorry to
point of
interrupt you,
view,
but I
as
think
Rally.
you're trying to catch out Rally at the bottom lane. Nope, it was a nice harass. I saw something coming. And we missed the first blood mid.
I know, distracted by the skirmish in the bot lane, missed completely the kill on Gladiator. But South Forest, like I was just commenting on it, South Forest just seems to be heavily favored here in this 1v1 matchup. Seems to out harass the Flagellation with his dot aura, and heal back up any sort of harass damage that
We see
Gladiator
top lane,
can
they're
dish out.
chasing on Bubbles. We see a TP coming in from Rally, very quickly reacted, making sure that Bubbles does not die in the top lane. But man, he actually took a lot of damage there. Stop.
Yeah, I missed it completely. I'm not sure exactly how Pharaoh was able to. I think what must have happened is Bubbles tried to be aggressive, and then Pharaoh just made the turn. But I can't say for certain because I did miss it.
Rally reacted very quickly there. Good team communication there. He also went in with a Veiled Rod as well.
He's starting to make his way to the mid lane here, so they have kind of. I don't want to say they've given up bot lane here, but Legion is going to be able to start to dominate this lane a little bit as Rally has kind of departed from it. But Rally is now has his sights set on mid lane and looking to potentially gank Gladiator as Gladiator takes the Undying ultimate from South Forest.
It comes in. Oh, a taunt as well. It was just very well played by
just a great compel stun pushing South Forest onto Gladiator.
We see a stun coming on Valkyrie, and she manages to just walk away from that. It was more like a pushback, trying to hold on to those creeps there. Rally's back though, back to our 3v3. It's very sort of slow and anticlimactic in this tri lane. They go in sort of just for that harass, and they don't really follow up.
Yeah, a bit of. It does seem. I mean, it's pretty pokey. I don't think they really expect to kill anything. The Oni-chan players here in this tri lane. I don't think they really expect to kill anything. They, this Willowkeeper tri lane is just too slippery. They've all got escapes. If Rally's there, he gives just about every hero except himself an extra escape with the compel stun.
Blitz is going in for Rally, and then Rally comes in, stuns Blitz. We see a Gladiator coming up behind him. Blitz does have double damage, giving Rally a lot of damage. We see Prophet coming in and stunning him and killing him. That was a bit too late on I think Rally did not see that coming, and they don't have any wards there either, so no idea who was going to come where.
Yeah, it was a very aggressive compel after Blitz happened to pick up the double damage. So
it was yeah, I think it's quite dangerous to go that far off and not have vision. Rally is doing quite well by trying to roam around, but Blitz caught him out, and that was very well played.
I know, actually, Pharaoh is getting gone on by Rally and Bubbles here in the top lane.
Bubbles shell surfs in. We see another TP coming in from Blitz, but Bubbles gets compelled and ulted by Pharaoh. Does Bubbles have a shell surf? I don't think so. No casualties there. Blitz is continuing to try to auto attack Rally. Does Rally have a stun available? No, he doesn't. They had to just leave that, but they managed to. Bubbles did manage to survive there.
Yeah, solid play from Bubbles there, going into just skirting around the tree line there, probably fogging the Pharaoh, using the take cover at the right moment, and you can kind of see that it looked like Pharaoh was trying to get the right clicks in, but probably ended up A-clicking the ground, and so he went for a creep as soon as Bubbles disappeared in the fog, and that gave Bubbles the extra distance he needed to escape. So
Bubbles and Bubbles and Pharaoh's XP is more or less the same. GPM is not too far off either, so it's very mano a mano equal, I feel like.
Right. But the real problem here for when it comes to Oni-chan here is this level 8 Salforus with 500 GPM now taking 2 triple stacks in the jungle here at the same time. This is one of the things I love about this Salforus. This hero just...
Oh, we see Rally getting caught out by a Pharaoh bumming walls, and he manages to stun out, just like we said he would. Now they're just continuing to chase on that Rally Pharaoh. Pharaoh once and gets sped up by Blitz, and Blitz closes in on that stun, killing Pharaoh. Now they're following up on Pharaoh as well. Not killing Pharaoh, killing Pharaoh bumming walls away. Tries to escape. That was they managed to get a good catch off of Rally there. Rally was alone there trying to stun in, but Southwest was way too far without any mana and taking all the creeps, and that was not, again, no vision there.
Valkyrie gets taken out in the bot lane by Nitro and Prophet. And just these two heroes together, I just saw it. What a tremendous amount of damage. My gosh. Whenever when Prophet puts Debilitate Persecution on somebody, you know, each of those spells are only level 1, but you know, Persecution gets the mini stun and extra damage every auto attack they receive. And when you've got this machine gun Nitro ulti going off, this is just like a crazy amount of damage in such a short time window.
I just want to point out that Salforest just picked up a tablet as well. It's incoming in his career, so he's ready. He's ready for that Pharaoh.
Yeah,
he's one of the few ones on that team that doesn't have. I mean, a tablet's such a good item regardless. You can even count TPs with it. Yeah.
It just synergizes so well with the hero in general, is just because the hero is almost entirely caster oriented.
I think they're looking for a pickup. We see Blitz coming in. We see an ulti coming in from Pharaoh, blocking out Aluna and Valkyrie. They have no escape and they get taken out. Wow. That was. Did you see that they were just coming in, planning it, and just quickly ambush?
That was a wombo combo, and so they're doing everything they need to do. You know, the South Forest is extremely difficult for them to deal with right now, especially because he can just so effectively retreat into the jungle. You know, he's got level 4 Q, level 3 E. He's pretty much got full sustainability to just start running around the jungle, clearing it, while occasionally waddling back into the mid lane and just, you know, clearing any sort of tower push that might gather up.
And I think they waited on that Valkyrie to use her leap as well, so she couldn't escape those mummy walls.
I want to say that it was just a fantastically positioned Pharaoh ulti. Yeah. You know, Pharaoh went for the
initiation on Gladiator, but we see a counter initiation from Blitz trying to get a stun on Lord Sulphurus. Fortunately, not quite enough taking Gladiator down in there. Oh, he gets pulled in. Lord Sulphurus gets pulled in by Gladiator E, and gets taken down and blocked in by mummy walls.
Now that's a very important kill. You know,
very important.
They had this South Forest at 500 GPM, managed to find a kill on him, but now Nitro, they know that there's no TPs available to him. Nitro's about to get dove here. Compel stun misses though.
We see Valkyrie leaping away. We see a power thrower on Nitro, stunned by Aluna and taken down. Unfortunately, Valkyrie gets taken out in that process as well.
Yeah, I think that Nitro is going to be very happy with that 2-for-1 kill exchange right there for a hard dive. He was pretty much caught in no man's land there. The compel sidestep that he got off there was very crucial to his turn potential there. So well played by Lucius there on Nitro.
I do want to correct myself earlier. I meant to say Gladiator W. That's how Lord Salforce got pulled back in. That was quite well synergized earlier, pulling him back into that mummy wall.
Absolutely, and it's you know, that's actually kind of a synergy that I didn't think about. Yeah,
exactly.
Pharaoh ulti into a showdown seems kind of nice against some of these heroes.
And we see
a
Valkyrie
gets
ult going off
here.
They catch out Nitro, complete stun, silence, shelter, everything. It's taken out. We see Prophet TPing away smartly. Can Luna get a stun off in time? Nope, we can't obviously because we just manages to escape.
Probably man.
Yeah, just.
And Prophet actually TP'd to the first tier tower in the mid lane, gave them an even larger window to get a potential stun off. For those that don't know, I think it's 4 seconds to TP to a tier 1 tower as opposed to 3 seconds to TP to base. So, yeah, that was an interesting TP choice. I would have just double clicked the TP and TP'd to well if I was in the position he was, but whatevs.
Whatevs. They
got out either way.
taking down that bottom tower.
Yeah, so this is just a really even game right now. I mean,
Very standard.
Hellborn is 2K gold, 2K lead, has a 2K gold lead right now, but all of their gold.
They're planning a
is more
kill
or
on
less
Lord
the
Self-Forest. They got a
Self-Forest.
stun on him. Trying to catch him out. Ultied him as well. Beautifully timed W by Gladiator there. Take a very important kill on him. We see Aluna trying to get stunned. Power throw. Shell Surf coming in from Bubbles. Izzy gets a silence off, killing Gladiator. I think that was an amazing trade-off for the Legion side. That Lord Self-Forest needed to be taken down. It's a good trade, I think.
that's a trade that they're gonna take every single time. Gladiator for Self-Forest, Self-Forest is the hero that came out on top in that mid matchup, has been taking stacks in the jungle pretty regularly. So his net worth is a lot higher than Gladiator's right now. And so if they can kind of knock that down a peg, which they have, because he was at 450, or he's at below 450 right now and was over 500 at one point. If they can just kind of draw this out and let Nitro increase his net worth while not allowing Self-Forest to get his too high, I think that Legion has a real shot.
Go top lane, we see Pharaoh taken out by a rally stun. Lord Self-Forest coming in, popping his ulti on Pharaoh, taking him out. Pharaoh mommy wall didn't do enough. And we see Aluna coming in just in case anything happens. They were just cornering up there. They were watching him, and that's the type of pickoffs that I really like, because nobody is safe alone in the lane farming. Don't even think about it,
Absolutely, but they are drawing attention away from this Nitro.
Yeah.
Is he's kind of at a meager 340 GPM right now, but that could quickly get out of control if he's able to say pick up a Thunderclaw, which I think is probably the item of choice when it comes to farming. But he is getting surrounded by a Valk ulti.
Nice tower. Another tower destroyed there. Oh,
But
wow.
he's kept up for the now.
I think they're trying to pick up Bubbles here. And Bubbles PKs away. Almost gets Nitro, but Nitro perfectly timed teleport. They're trying to catch up Bubbles there. Bubbles gets caught up by a mummy wall. Stun incoming as well. He had no chance. See Blitz on top, killing Valkyrie as well, right above. That was a unfortunate exchange for the Hellborn side, but I feel like Legion's slowly coming back there. These are very important kills.
They are, but they also lost 2 tier 1 towers there before those kills came out. They ended up.
Yeah.
So the space on the map is open.
Cornering on middle. Rally gets pulled back and stunned and ultied by Gladiator. These pickoffs, they're coming in very quickly.
They are coming in, and looks like they're going to get the tier 1 tower here in response. But they have to trade a tier 2 tower for it as well.
They're getting 2 towers. See a TP coming in middle from the Hellborn side.
Self-Forest tier to defend it.
Is it within? Oh, they got a tower bottom. Is it within deny range? No, it is not.
Yeah, so what's happening here is, we've got this gold advantage on the Legion, on the Hellborn side, but they actually have a huge tower advantage right now. It's 4 towers to 1 tower. But since that gold lead is still kind of slim, only 3K, that's they're basically more or less even, I would say, because I want to say that a tier 1 tower is more or less 1,000 gold to the team. So the 3 tower difference kind of makes up that 3K gold difference in the game. And so Legion's kind of got this money in the bank right now when it comes to these towers. And they're actually still keeping up in terms of kills.
Yeah, towers within deny range. Beautifully denied.
So...
Sorry to interrupt you there. I was just thinking.
No, not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. This looks kind of troublesome for the Hellborn side,
Coming in for Rally. Rally amazingly caught up both by Gladiator and Pharaoh. He had no chance there. 2 ultis on the ready.
Yeah, they're very much all in with this South Forest right now. He's kind of their star farmer. Bubbles is not doing too shabby, but South Forest is starting to make his way to a mock, so he's actually going to be very dangerous.
I think a fight is gonna be on the way with a Valkyrie ult there. They catch Nitro out. Power throw taking him out. Oh, they caught out Blitz with that Bubbles ulti. but unfortunately only caught one. Very anticlimactic end over there.
Forest.
Pharaoh comes in, energizes in, walls nobody, gets caught out by 2 stuns, both Rally and Aluna, and gets taken out. That was it was very awkwardly positioned, I feel like, especially with that Bubbles ulti. And yeah, but it still turned out for the better. I wasn't sure where that was gonna go. And weirdly, Blitz survived that fight.
Yeah, so this is actually, Halborn flipping the script here, getting
See
2
Gladiator
pickoff.
peeking in on Aluna, but Aluna got saved by that rally compel. It's very they did catch the core people there. I actually did like that they didn't continue chase on Blitz. I thought they would have killed him, but looking back now, that they caught Pharaoh and Nitro. That's who you need to kill in that fight.
Yeah, Nitro is certainly going to be the hero that they need to worry about. If they can keep this Nitro down, there's no way that he's going to be able to outcarry South Forest. But I think when it comes down to it, I think that like a 400 or 500 GPM Nitro is going to be able to compete with a 600, GPM South Forest. So South Forest, they need to make sure that they just keep knocking this Nitro down and farm.
Well, if you look at the GPM, even though they are sort of focusing in on South Forest quite a bit, especially Gladiator, he just keeps taking those stacks and just keeps going to the jungle, and his GPM hasn't really dropped below 500. There was a slight dip around 450, but he's doing really well and very close to finishing his mock.
Oh, he's already got it finished now. And,
Oh yeah, now there it is.
Faculty going into the bot lanes. They're trying
They
to
want
set up
Nitro.
something on Nitro, but he smells a rat.
Yeah, and Blitz is coming from the other side. We can see ult on Nitro by our Bubbles. That was a very smart dust from Blitz over there. They try to catch out with a fair ulti on Rally and on Bubbles. And we see on the top over there, they're managing to escape, and a stun missed on Gladiator. A dust popped by a Gladiator, but they're way far off now. And also he has his Veiled Rod on, making sure that no wards can catch him. But that was a good that was a good catch off. Oh, a missed stun on Gladiator. It was a good attempt, but that was a very nice catch off. Counter.
Nitro has got 3,600 gold here, so I'm very curious to see what sort of item route he decides to go. As Pharaoh Prophet, excuse me, just eats that arrow in front of Nitro.
Well,
but
considering that Hellborn tried to initiate there, and then they sort of just counter killed 2 people. That was, I think, a very smooth move from the Legion side.
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. That's the exact kind of play that we need. And Nitro goes ahead and just right clicks a full shrunken head. So I'm actually kind of curious. Okay, he sold it. He buys a Thunderclaw. Okay. So he's trying to go for a more late game oriented route, which I agree with. The shrunken head right click kind of gave me some pause there. It's like, is that really what you want to do? Because he's still taking full damage from Undying.
We see a Blitz stun coming in on South Forest. We see PK coming in from that Gladiator, trying to catch him off with a ulti and a stun. They're focusing that South Forest, and it's really smart.
Man. And it's exactly what they need to do. This is what I'm talking about. Just keep this Nitro, effectively counter these Valkyrie ganks on the Nitro. Try to get these pickoffs on South Forest, which they found. And now we see, for the first time in 20 minutes, Nitro is above 400 GPM, just picked up his core farming item. It's looking, it's definitely even stat-wise in the game, but, give this another 20 minutes of these,
we see an ulti coming in, while Aluna was, poor woman, she was trying to de-ward, but taken out by Pharaoh. I was watching that, waiting for that to happen. I was like, oh, I saw that he had his ulti up, and Aluna did the typical thing that every support does, dies while dewarding. It's a hard game. It's a hard life as a support, but it is what it is. We see Rally at the bottom lane trying to escape in time, and he manages to. Not enough damage from that Nitro.
Just barely, not enough. But yeah, he does manage to escape. But it's okay, because now that Rally's not here, we pushed, Nitro's got this whole jungle to just go and rotate through and get some.
I wanted to make a clan called Support Lives Matter. Just fights like that, Just really, that's the
South Forest. South Forest is is cleaning up a triple stack Ancients here.
Mm.
Just got level 16.
They're going for Congo
a
now.
Conqueror. And so this Conqueror kill is going to be... They need it right now. You know, the game is pretty much neck and neck right now, and I don't think that's what this Hellborn lineup is looking for. This, I'm telling you, that Nitro is going to be so scary for them once he's able to build up a base of items. So I'm
His
kind of
GPM
curious.
is climbing slowly and steadying up as well.
Yep, 420.
Mm.
You know what that's about, but
Ahem.
I'm kind of curious what he's going to be going for his next item. Is he going to sink the gold into a full hyper crown as soon as he hits 2600, or now is he going to right click that shrunken head?
I think
I'm not
I
100%
think
sure.
I think a shrunken would be. I think maybe for now he can go off with getting a hyper crown, but that's just me. They're going in for that token, I think. She went and stunned the Conqueror. I guess maybe to see if they're there. Just a little
Yeah,
snipe.
they were just checking.
Just checking.
Didn't really have a lot of information on their position, but you know,
Yeah,
Nitro's just staying in the jungle right now, and Rally is chilling down here in the fog here. So I'm actually kind of curious what's going through Rally's mind right now. You know, his team is pretty far from being able to make anything happen alongside him, but maybe he thinks that he's able to kill somebody.
Get a pick off, yeah. But if
Yeah,
if
by
one does
himself.
come early and he miscalculates who's there, it's gonna end very poorly for him.
I don't think he has the damage to kill any full HP hero on the lead side right now. So
No.
but I guess he feels like he doesn't have anything better to do right now.
Yeah, I mean his items. His GPM is 141. His item is just Wind Whistle, Dutch's favorite, and Steam Boots. So it's, as you said, not
Yeah,
much.
he's just slowly kind of letting the gold trickle in. Looks like he's probably saving up for a portal key. He's got 1350 gold right now. Looks like Storm Spirit is being put together by Bubbles. He's got the mana tube and just picked up the Luminous Prism.
I think a toe might be nice on Rally to get his level 11.
Yeah, but I have no idea how many tomes they have in the bank there. You know, as long as they can keep the cooldown cycling, it's no problem. I think, you know, he just feels like, I'm just going to push for this PK. That's all I need. Rally, that's all I need. I just need a blink. I need to be able to blink in, stun something, save somebody, get my ulti off. That's all I care about this game if I'm Rally player.
Yep. Yeah, I mean at this point that's all he can really do, right? Just don't feed. Good
the question
positioning, save and
that
stun.
I have is, what does Salforus go for now? Second Arcana was just picked up on Aluna, so Aluna's going to be going for a Hellflower this game. But what is Rally, or excuse me, or Salforus going for with this 4K gold? Well, just answered, picks up a Shrunken Head. Pretty good pick. Just going to be able to mitigate a lot of damage from the Legion side. As they
See
do have a lot
Valkyrie ult incoming. They're trying to corner in on that Nitro again. Is Valkyrie gonna get a stun? Nope, just an auto attack.
Yeah. Nitro seeming to have a sixth sense there. Pops threes are crowd and quickly
Jets on
runs
out of
away
there.
from
Oh,
So-
middle lane. Oh, Rally manages to escape from Gladiator. I do see Gladiator saving his, ults. He doesn't go for that team fight ult. He goes for those pick off ults on Salforus. Like he knows who to target. And as you said, that's exactly what Gladiator has to do.
Okay, so now
Shrunken
we've got a
picked up.
Kongor
Nitro.
attempt coming out for on the second Kong here, but it's Legion has the information. They've got the word up in the pit, so they're going to be aware and actually forced to back here. The Hellborn side is, as multiple smokes are popped. The Gladiator.
It's the Gladiator coming in, but Shrunken popped by Salforus, taking no damage from that ulti. He's learned his lesson. He's not gonna get picked off again.
Yeah, I really love the Shrunken Head pickup by him.
Yeah.
You know, got a couple of ways to catch him through it, but you know, he's not going to be taking a whole lot of damage from this Legion side unless he gets Nitro ulti. You know, he's got 1800 HP, so he pretty much survives most engagements unless the stars align and he gets just about everything on him. So
That's a good way to put it. The stars align. But as he saw a problem. The problem was he was getting picked off and being killed by that magic ulti, and just gets the Shrunken and counters it. It's very good thinking there It's your
And
standard counter thinking.
Nitro has a Shrunken Head of his own, which I also love because he's, through Shrunken Head, he's only going to be taking damage from auto attacks, um, and the ultimates from South Forest and Rally.
Yeah, and Rally finally
So,
does have his PK, I like to point out.
but something I didn't notice that just went under my nose until now is we've got a puzzle box pickup on Pharaoh. So Pharaoh, went this 1v1 against Bubbles. Bubbles was pretty well off net worth wise.
Oh, we see ulti coming on Bubbles at the bottom lane. We see stunned as well, taken down, and Rally PKs in and manages to stun out, realizing that he is in a very bad position. They're continuing to chase him, dusting him, getting that clear vision on him. Rally is trying to juke them right now. Is he gonna manage to escape? I don't think he's gonna escape a Gladiator. It's not gonna happen. He manages to PK, but he's going to be taken out by that by Gladiator's W and Q. Wow.
Water, but the showdown came off just in time.
Perfect. He managed to. He couldn't disjoint that. Yeah, that was out. But did you see him PK in? He realized, oh, mistakes were made. Gotta get out of here. Very unfortunate.
Excellent patience there from I believe Gladiator. I wasn't 100% sure, but I think Gladiator was actually waiting in the trees there in the bottom right corner of the map, and just got that misstep from Bubbles, using the Shell Surf and Song of the Sea aggressively to try and just clean up the wave, and eats a Pharaoh ulti into a pitfall, and well, we saw the rest.
Oh. We see a beautifully timed pitfall and showdown on Aluna there in the middle lane, taken down. But the TPs, absolutely charging her with Blitz's E and stunning. Yeah, they thought twice about pushing there.
Yeah, and this is looking really, really good for the Legion side right now. And Oni-chan is in I think they're in a fantastic spot to take this game. It's still very, very even, but I just gotta say, South Forest, as awesome of a farmer as he is, and just has pretty good damage potential, he's going to taper off in comparison to this Nitro. Nitro just picked up a Firebrand. Not sure if that's going to be turned into a Dawnbringer or a Geos. I think Geos is probably the preferred, but we'll see.
They're going in for that tier 2 tower from Hellborn and trying to finish off that first tier tower. Side, I think getting that mid tower, very important. Glad they finished that off.
Yeah, it's a good
It's not
one.
worth defending that top one.
Yeah, Legion is
smoking up.
making a push here on the top tower.
Hellborn is smoking up. We've got a Valkyrie ulti up. They're gonna catch out Prophet then there, but no, he PKs away. Oh, we see a stun caught off Rally on that Gladiator, but unfortunately, Rally got taken out there. With Shrunken Lord South Forest coming in, taking out that Prophet.
Okay, but Shrunken Head is
just
still
throwing
available on Nitro.
Still ready.
This is a 4v4 that can be won here from.
Oh, we see that. Yeah. We see that TP cancelled out by Lord South Forest manages to tablet away. Bubbles uses Storm Spirit on himself. Valkyrie leaps out of that fight. See a power throw almost catching Bubbles. Lord South Forest still being chased off by Gladiator. Will he get taken down? He gets escaping with absolutely nothing. He unfortunately gets taken out there. But they got really good kills there. They played off. They managed to counter that Valkyrie ult really well. That was very unfortunate for the Hellborn side. They couldn't just match up to the team.
I was kind of worried about them. I apologize for talking over you. I was kind of worried about them for a moment there because they were 4v5 for a moment. Pharaoh TP'd back to base, but they got the quick. I think Rally just overextended a little bit. Was kind of a little bit far away from his team. Quickly got killed when he tried to go in, and then the team was 4v5, the 4v4 rather. So they're making a push on this tier 3 tower at the top lane now.
I mean, if you were Hellborn right now, what's going through your mind? What would your plan be? Your next call to action?
I mean, do what they're doing right now. Just try to keep the waves off of the tower. Wait for South Forest to respawn. He's got a buyback available, but clearly they don't want to feel like they need to use it because. Honestly, South Forest, the gap is closing between South Forest's net worth and Nitro's net worth. And like I said, Nitro can even compete with the South Forest, being lower GPM wise, and so South Forest has got to make a move here with this net worth advantage of his, as small as it might be right now. Spinning gold on a buyback is not what he can do unless he's going to be able to get a very, very secure kill or two from it, which wasn't the case. Legion side was doing a great job of just doing chip damage to the tower, and
They're going in for that Kongor
Yeah.
on Hellborn. I mean, I think if they play this smartly, no, I don't think actually. I was thinking maybe they could get a token, but I think Legion is way too on. They're way too aware of. I have
Yeah,
a
I
lot
want
of
to
map awareness.
see. I don't know what South Forest is planning. I personally want to see a
They do have vision on them.
Up, but yeah,
They're
this is
incoming. You see
dangerous.
a beautiful initiation coming by Pharaoh, catching off that rally, melting him immediately. Lord South Forest being caught out as well. The main damage being taken out. Bubbles manages to escape, but they caught all the key people they needed to in that fight. The stunner and their main damage. We see a buyback coming in from Lord South Forest as well. But unfortunately, it's a little too late. That's a very peculiar buyback there. It was.
It just seemed like it was kind of panic driven, if I can say that way. You know, just like, oh crap, I got killed, soloed by the blitz. In fact, because he was, you know, he came back in
very
on very low HP, and just like, oh crap, you know, they're gonna be able to take Kongor, but just wasn't able to make anything of it. And now you've got Legion in this fantastic position to maybe take their own Kongor and snag a token.
Yeah, this is what I thought.
What do you do now?
I don't think that they're. But what we saw there that they can't take them on 5v5. They need pickoffs. I think in a 5v5 the team synergy is way too good, and they're scattered all over the map, and I don't think they're gonna get it in time. That token belongs to the Legion. It's gonna. But those are very beautiful snipes from Aluna. They're backing off now.
It
but I
pushes
think
them off, and now Pharaoh's gonna have to go back and heal. But I think they're just content to wait.
I think they're going for it.
Yeah, they're going for it now because they see that South Forest and Valkyrie are here at the bot tier 2 towers. They feel like they've got the time. The red snipes are out, so they're not going to be able to snag the kill. And a Kongor. Kongor is falls. Token is on Nitro.
That's the one you wanted on. I think this next fight, and we just got a Geo picked up by Nitro as well. I think this next fight is gonna be the be all and end all of this probably. I think.
See. I mean, you know, there's definitely some counterplay potential from the Hellborn side. Willowkeeper is not out of it yet, but it is a pretty rough spot to be in.
It's very rough.
That you've got to fight through 2 Nitro lives, and you can pretty much solo your main carry, your main farmer, pretty reliably.
Legion is moving as a team.
South Forest.
Go on.
If I can just say for a moment, I think South Forest has got to spend an item here. He can't afford to buy back. Even if he buybacks at this point, you know, dies and then buybacks, he loses 2k gold, as well as being out of buybacks for the game. And so late game is more or less all Legion at that point. In my mind, South Forest has got to buy an item here.
You think so?
And I think he's just got to all in. This Nitro is just too threatening.
They're absolutely melting towers at this point.
Yeah. But what do you buy? I think the preferred item would be Frostfield, but he doesn't have just like 600 gold from it, so.
Oh, we see a Valkyrie ulti coming in there. A very defensive one. A shell set by Bubbles. He's not going to use it to initiate, unfortunately.
I love the Rev Word place.
Oh, we see a beautiful initiation by Pharaoh. However, it wasn't ideal, although Bubbles still did, Storm Spirit him. And it was a very anticlimactic finish there. No casualties.
4-man call to arm stun. That was awesome. 2-man pitfall. This is looking super rough. They lose a Rax here.
Valkyrie almost gets saved by the Storm Spirit there as well, countering that Gladiator call to arms.
They're going for second Rax here.
I think it's pretty much GG at this point.
Can't count them out. You can never say never when it comes to
never say never. We see a 5-man ulti coming in, but we see Nitro's token triggering there. Lord South Forest being shell surfed, missing that stun on him too. Tablet's out. But we see Bubbles being caught out, unfortunately, and being taken out. But they didn't get to... Do we see a buyback on Bubbles there? We do. Very interesting buyback there.
They're all in at this point.
Low
They've gotta make
Forest
something
being
happen.
sheeped, being core hero on their team being taken down. Very good kill for the Legion side. Stun on Bubbles, but he manages to cover that out. The TP coming in from North South Forest. Missed ulti on Rally. They're continuing to chase that Nitro with that Lord South Forest dot on him.
Felt good, didn't it?
Taken out. I mean, that was I think a Rally. Lord South Forest did buy back there.
So yeah, South Forest is out of buybacks now, and
That was a crucial buyback, however. I think trying to killing that Nitro.
yes, but at the same time, Nitro has his own buyback in store, and will still have one left after that. And they're now basically 2 Raxes down, and so
I think he didn't want to lose the final barracks over there.
yeah, the ranged Rax is kind of
Moot. Yeah.
yeah. You know, it pushes harder with the buffed range creep, but you know.
We see a Hellflower being picked up on Luna right now.
Yeah, he's
Who
been
do
working
you
on
think?
that for a while, and he just picked it up. But they definitely want to try and get a Hellflower off on Nitro prior to the Shrunken Head. They've got a ton of burst damage to be able to drop him. You know, his HP pool isn't really that high. Coupled with the
Defensive
Shrunken
wall coming in, trying to push that Lord South Forest out. He gets ultied by the Pharaoh and Sheep as well, taken down. Very cute. He's got no buybacks left. He's gonna have to just watch his team escape. We see a PK coming in on that Aluna, caught out by his stun and flagellation, and completely cleaned up by Gladiator. Just amazing pickups there. And South Forest is out of buybacks as well. Like you're actually right when you said earlier that was not a good buyback. Now he has to just watch the Legion team push, and nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, and I mean, the Hellborn team's net worth is more or less... I mean, Valkyrie's got some items, so does Bubbles, but where's their damage? I mean, Valkyrie with just a Geosbane and a Shrunken Head. If I can kind of comment on... I just noticed the Shrunken Head thing with Valkyrie. I kind of hate it.
It's not necessary.
Yeah, I haven't really seen
Lord South Forest
Valkyrie...
being cut out again. Oh, no, I mean Bubbles being cut out again, but saved by Rally back to the fountain. Pharaoh being caught under the fountain, but at this point, I think it's pretty much GG. They're really pushing. They're gonna hit that shrine soon. We see a Valkyrie ulti coming in as well. Bubbles comes in, silences 2 people. Valkyrie, Call of the Valkyrie, hitting them. We see a seismic slam.
Oh yeah.
Finally a counter kill for the Hellborn team. Gladiator is not going to escape this, but they got what they needed. They got their objective on the Legion side. They did overextend quite a bit there, but I think they proved a point. I don't think in this time that they can, the Hellborn team can push enough.
2 tier 4 towers is a huge net worth swing, even if they all get genocided. Though it looks like only 2 of them kept buybacks, so it's possible that they may get a return Rax here and kind of even up the game. If that happens, it's definitely something that Hellborn is going to need to come back into it, but I still think the game is all Legion, provided Legion makes the right moves and doesn't misstep.
They've got about, I don't know, 20 seconds left for them to do anything. That's Valkyrie Geo is good, but you mentioned something about how you're not liking the Shrunken of Valkyrie. I agree.
Yeah,
I don't understand why she has it.
Yeah, I haven't really been seeing Valkyrie take too many spell assaults or CC chains, so I'm not really sure why he went Shrunken Head. I would have liked to have seen more damage come out for him so that they're not all in on the back of the South Forest when it comes to damage. But especially changing up the damage type, as he just picked up a shield breaker, so now he's starting to garner a slight larger physical presence, but you know, I still think he's pretty far away from where he needs to be. You know, I would have loved to see that 4K gold sunk into the Shrunken Head go elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean Valkyrie's not really the target, as you can see. It's South Forest mainly.
Yeah.
And I guess she's preempting her being a target by picking up that shield breaker. But they're smoking up now, going to Kongor.
Yeah, a staff was picked up on Bubbles, and it looks like South Forest is like 40 gold from finishing Frostfield plate, and he's
Oh, I feel like
I'm not so
Gladiator's gonna
sure
come
how
out
I feel
there.
about this.
This is all, they're all on top of each other. Is he probably being caught out by a Luna stun? Rally coming in, catching up Gladiator. Pharaoh coming in and ulting in, but realizing he's made a mistake, walking out while two of his teammates have died. They're continuing to chase him. Tableted Lost Force is on him, swiped out by Luna. Tries to use the mummy block to block them out, but gets taken down regardless. That was
Okay, I eat my words. 2020 retrospect. I feel great about what just happened. You know, I was really, really worried about South Forest engaging in another fight without that, with being so close to Frostfield, an item that I felt like he should have had 10 minutes ago. But I mean, with that 3 for nothing killing spree we see there, uh, I mean, that puts them in a pretty good spot here. They're much more capable of fighting now. I mean, you've got the completed Frostfield now, getting another Kongor buff, taking away the potential for a token from the Legion side. You know,
yeah.
Valkyrie's going to get a little bit more of a presence, as
I've
she has a Shieldbreaker 2 right now. So
I very much enjoyed that last second turnaround by Pharaoh, realizing, oh, I've messed up. I gotta get out of here.
yeah,
But
abort.
which is very tool, yeah, support mission. Yeah, I love that sort of overlap on those invis, and because they were Hellborn team was invis and the Legion team had their veiled rots on. It was like this invisible standoff.
Yeah, it's always kind of funny whenever you see that situation. Two veiled rod or two invis heroes, just kind of two ships passing each other in the night. You know, it's
Yeah, because we
it's
get
always
that
kind of
omniscient
entertaining to
point of view,
see.
don't we? Because
Yeah.
we know what's and we get that dramatic irony. I love that. I wonder if they're gonna go for the Legion Kongor. I guess they have to push out the lane first. But we see a Prophet placing a D ward there.
And so
Unfortunately, not
Nitro is
catching.
smoking ahead, has a Hellflower completed, so I really like this. No, there's no Sand Scepter.
He's going in for bubbles. Absolutely bursting him down. That damaged, that attack speed he gets from that, and he Hellflowered him too, so he couldn't escape. See a Valkyrie ult coming in, Rally trying to catch out Nitro, popping a Seismic Slam as well, taking him out. Very good kill on him, and he does not have a
Ooh.
buyback either.
Really showing off their burst potential with that combo.
Yeah.
Rally's got a 16 ulti now and is actually pushing towards a staff at this point. Not really sure. He's got 2200 out of the 4200 required in his inventory. Not sure what he's got in his stash, but he's got some fantastic bursts. Is able to deal what is it, 900 damage right now. And Nitro's only got 1800 HP, so Rally can more or less half HP the Nitro himself, which is excellent.
Yeah, the trunk is not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I love these. I actually love Rally in general versus kind of smaller HP agility carries. He just works so well because the battle experience basically just negates all armor gained from agility stacking for the agility carry, and then he's just got this excellent burst that goes through Shrunken Head. So
70% of 70% of enemies' armor. It's insane.
Yeah, so Nitro effectively has like I don't know, probably like 5 armor, I guess, versus Rally, which is not enough when it comes to getting bursted down.
I do like that little that pick that arcane bomb pick on that blitz, trying to counter those Geometer Bane illusions. It's also a nice little avoids juking as well. Just destroy all the trees and a little damage finish off. It's a pretty good item. And Big Wave Dave made a very good comment a long time ago in one of the streams that I always continue to remember. Is if you just buy the recipe early on, let's say you're playing against a Sand Wraith, it resets the cooldown. So and I live by that, and I do that, and it's actually helped us get early arcane bombs because of that. Like because if you buy it later, then the cooldown resets later. But if you buy the recipe first, it resets the cooldown. So I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, it's a very clever use of game mechanics. I have to agree. And something that I was thinking that they needed, because we have a Sheepstick and a Hellflower here on the Legion side. Sand Scepter, just picked up by Luna, following his Hellflower. So, they've got a way to deal with these. They've got a Storm Spirit on Bubbles and a Sand Scepter on a Luna, so they're able to help out these people that get Sheepsticked or Hellflowered or even caught in a Feral Wall without any other form of escape. So
that requires a lot of the Hellflower one requires a lot of communication. and I want that Discord call that they're on to be popping. You know, I want them to be screaming.
So,
Please,
an
sounds like
ice
to me.
brand picked up on South Forest. Question: is that the right item? And what do you think he's going to be building into?
Uh,
Dawnbringer or Frostwolf?
I am thinking Dawnbringer. He already has the Frostfield plate. He has that AoE slow.
Yeah.
I I think he wants more of that sort of dot damage
I
coming
think,
in.
yeah, I think Dawnbringer might be a little bit better, covering all of his bases, a little extra movement speed, and all that jazz. But
A lot
I
of
mean,
strength comes
how
in.
fun is it to see 2 rings of frost coming out from a Frostwolf skull and a Frostfield plate? I mean, that'd be pretty cool, right?
I think it would be cool, and it does give him. I mean, I think Assault Force is a strength hero ultimately, isn't he? And it does give him a lot of strength as well. It makes him a bit tankier.
So I mean, both teams kind of respecting each other at this point,
I am eating my
Elite.
words earlier, and I like being proven wrong like this. This is the type of game I wanted exactly. A long one, a one that it's back and forth. Who's gonna take what? And I was so sure that Hellborn was gonna be taken down within the next 5 minutes of that fight. But yeah, eating my words. I like this. It's the
Yeah.
type of game I want to see.
So we've got a Kongor attempt, more or less going to be successfully completed by the Legion team.
A 50-minute game, and I think I did get my farming carry this game. I got what I wanted.
All right. Okay, so we've got a legacy staff coming out on Bubbles. So who's Bubbles giving the legacy to?
Hmm.
I think he's giving it to Valk. I'm not really sure how I feel about it being used on South Forest.
South
It's
Forest.
actually not.
I
Pardon me.
No. I think yeah. I think South Forest has not. He is now showing his true potential. He is now getting the pickups. So I don't know. I mean, but he's building his own stuff, isn't he?
No, that's Rally building his own
Oh,
staff.
so I
South
thought.
Forest.
Sorry, I thought you meant South Forest. Yeah, my bad. I thought I heard
Yeah.
Raleigh. How do we feel about it on South Forest? I mean, I think it's better even to be honest on Luna.
Okay. Okay. So throwing out all of that, just because now I just noticed that the legacy buff is actually on Rally, who has half of a staff.
Oh my.
And
That's
so Bubbles gave it to Rally because I guess Rally felt like he was incapable of obtaining this staff. I kind of like it just given the situation, right? The Glowstone Mighty Blade, yes, it's half of a staff. It's more or less destined to become a staff. Um, if the game goes long enough. But given the situation, I love it. I mean,
I mean,
you want he needs a staff.
he does need it now. That's it. But as I was trying to say earlier, he is the one that is now showing his true potential again. He is getting those great pickoffs on Nitro. He is being he's a core hero now. So I agree, just rushing his stuff, even though he did spend half of his money already on it halfway through, it's necessary because the
Yeah, and I
game
mean, it allows him
timing's
to change
everything.
his item path now. We could maybe see another tablet or another sand scepter being picked up. Instead of throwing that 2K towards another, uh, towards finishing the staff. So I agree with it, honestly, as odd
Yeah.
as it might sound.
Yeah.
And Bubbles can always, the item goes on cooldown when you drop it for 5 minutes, I think. So
5 minutes.
it is kind of like, But if somehow they really, really steer the direction of this game in their favor, and Bubbles does have that available to him to give it to somebody else. So
I do want to point out that we have a eye on Pharaoh. So those Valkyrie ultis. Oh, they catch him up regardless. Amazing pickoff on on him, picking up that eye as well. I spoke too soon about Pharaoh having that eye. Wow, I think I may have jinxed
yeah,
him.
yeah. I mean, you just see, the 5-man smoke play. Well,
Yeah,
it's a Valkyrie ulti slash smoke play,
but
but
yeah,
you really see the strength of these coordinated smoke plays or coordinated Valkyrie ultis late in the game when all of the outer towers are taken. There's just so much roaming space. so many different paths. You can't guard all of them with wards, and so a hero like Valkyrie really shows up in late game HoN. And
Well, he did have the eye, but it doesn't really help when you've got a PK initiation like that from
yeah, you
Rally.
got exactly.
The eye can only do so much. But yeah, that I spoke way too soon. I thought he was being very smart there, but his positioning was off and he got caught out. I think
Yeah,
at this stage.
He is going to be up by the time the Hellborn makes it to the tier 3 tower in the top lane, if they even decide to go that far, as they are porting to the bot lane right now. I'm not really sure why. I guess they see Nitro down here farming that last wave and are kind of hoping he goes for the
Oh,
next one.
I think they're going in
But
for
he's
that Nitro.
cleverly hiding
No.
in fog here.
Hiding, yeah. Very nicely played.
Okay, so now
They're going in for Congo from the Hellborn
yeah,
side.
they've got a ward up.
And
They've got the damage to take this out. You know, Valkyrie, by the way, 4K gold with the Shieldbreaker 3 already, which I love the Shieldbreaker 3 right here.
so
Really helping out.
on lower South Forest, which means that he is going for that Dawnbringer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't
Okay.
see 2 waves of Frost. My apologies.
Yes. I was kind of hoping to see a leash. But yeah, okay, so Valkyrie, 4.6k gold. Kind of wondering what this is going to become. Nullstone. All right. You know, it's every time I feel like I wonder what's going to be happening with some of these golds, it just immediately gets answered. Almost like they
Then and there.
have an ear in the caster box.
Well, it's the
But
same thing with the eye. I think they heard me talking about it. They're like, no, we want it, and just gets picked up immediately the second I talk about it.
yeah, exactly.
I feel like we're jinxing them a little bit.
All right,
Oh.
let's get my question answered here. Blitz, what are you buying? 3.4k gold. Go.
I'm surprised I
Anyway.
don't see an Energizer on Blitz. But I think because Pharaoh picked it up, but it's an item I love on Blitz. Because it finishes up that wind whistle as well.
Yeah. I almost kind of, I'm not really sure what, I would like to just see a tablet on Blitz, to be honest. You know, just giving, okay, oh, that PK showdown on Gladiator, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, I was absorbed with my thought, but what I'm thinking here is I'd like to see a tablet just picked up on Blitz, in all honesty, because just a quick displacement on a hero, because they actually don't have any sheep sticks, and they don't have any immobilize on the Hellborn side, except for the Sand Scepter and perhaps the Restraint from the Cyclone stick. So what I'm thinking here is
Nice.
right, a sheep would be nice on the Hellborn side, but they're not at that point yet. But what I'm thinking is a tablet picked up from Blitz, he'd keep buyback gold, and he could, if he's in the right spot, which he more often may or may be able to be in position well enough because his hero is so quick. You know, being able to just give the last minute displacement from the tablet to help somebody avoid, say, a seismic slam could just be a game changer.
Huge, yeah. Especially for Nitro. Because they're the one, they're targeting him, and this is, yeah, because they're so close to winning this game. They're very close. They just need one more set of racks, and defending is going to be very difficult.
And they drop that tower to half HP, and in response, the Hellborn team uses Valkyrie's prism and starts to pursue, and looks like they might. Could they catch the Pharaoh again?
I see Pharaoh's throwing out his. Oh, Pharaoh is caught out, but he gets, unfortunately, by his own team, by his enemy team, gets saved. He throws his ulti on Rally. Rally compels out. Very anticlimactic
Yeah.
again. There again, it's just on the edge of my seat. I feel like action's gonna happen, but I think Bubbles saved Pharaoh there.
I think so too. Yeah, that Storm Spirit came out at the same time that the Compel came out. I think he wasn't 100% sure on Rally's positioning, how close Rally was. So, something I also want to note, take a note of for everybody as well, is that Rally has 3 damage enhancements from Kongor kills, so his damage, his ulti is actually doing even more than 1100 damage. Bumbles gets gone on by Nitro.
Wow.
And an easy pick off for Nitro there.
Yeah, I mean he has a hellflower, so just Bubbles can't do anything.
And Bubbles picked out, caught with his pants down there. And this is a 4v5 going into the third and final Rax, ignoring that lone
Aluna
range
ulti is
Rax in the
out.
top lane.
What's the cooldown on the Aluna ulti? That's only a minute.
Yeah, 60 seconds. But
This is necessary for that.
yeah,
For that
they've got to
defense.
keep them off of this tier 3 tower for long enough. You know, they've got 55 seconds till Bubbles can join the fight. And this is and he's a very crucial player for their team.
They need that initiation or even counter initiation from Bubbles. See Valkyrie ult coming up. And we have another eye on Pharaoh. I think Pharaoh's trying to find a good spot to pop his ulti. We have a sheep on Valkyrie. We see Lord Sapphir's caught out. Rally tries to ulti Nitro, not doing enough damage to kill him. And 3 casualties on the Hellborn team. This is do we have any buybacks? Nope, nothing. Valkyrie's trying to come in from behind. I don't know what her plan is here. She calls up the Valkyrie, kills Prophet, but I don't know if it's worth it. Nitro's taking a lot of damage in this process, but Nitro does get taken out, and so does Valkyrie, and I think we can have a buyback on Valkyrie as well. That was actually a good call from Valkyrie to come back. We also have a buyback on Nitro too.
Yeah, Valkyrie and Nitro trade kills, trade buybacks, but
Very
I
even.
think
Valkyrie getting caught out by a stun, but she got storm spirited by Bubbles. No follow up there. Aluna's coming in. She's coming in for blood. Dusted. See if anyone was there. Aluna's positioning is very bad here. I don't think she realizes how in the deep she is. We got a 2-man stun from on Valkyrie and Rally. They're focusing on Rally right now. They take him out. They're following on Bubbles. Bubbles manages to take cover, but it wasn't enough. He uses his Storm Spirit on Valkyrie, allowing her to escape. See a stun by Aluna, but no follow-up there. Yeah, this isn't looking good for Hellborn at all.
yeah, this
We
is
see Valkyrie pop out.
you know, this looks like it's game.
We see a 3-second stun on Gladiator, but at this point the shrine is being taken down. We see it's a very last minute sheep being picked up by Blitz over there, but it's completely pointless. I think he just wants that item.
Good game. Oni-chan is going to be the victors of this game 3, coming back from a nice from a deficit in the early game. You know, a very, very menacing Salforus made his way into the early and mid phases of the game there, but ultimately Nitro with his supporting cast Willow Keeper. So well played from both sides, giving us the hour-long match that we were craving. And
That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a back and forth. I wanted
and
to be
back
on
and
my
forth it
toes.
was.
I had no idea. Like at one point, I was so sure that Hellborn had lost it, and they were just coming back. They're doing the right pickoffs. I learned a lot from this game as well. The way that they tried to counter each other. They learned what the issue was, and then they buy an item to, and then they change their play style as well to counter that. I really enjoyed this watching this game.
I did as well. As we conclude, looks like we're going to be concluding today's stream. I'm sure Paradise wants to share a few words before we cut the broadcast. Do you have any more thoughts about the game? I think it's to me it's pretty much cut and dry. It's as you said, you know, back and forth. It looked like Hellborn was going to be able to take that one, but you know, Nitro just diligently getting to the point to where he couldn't be contested. Um,
Yeah,
and yeah,
it was a great comeback from Legion. Honestly, I really enjoy. I really enjoy. I didn't think that when I first watched it. Didn't think that Legion had this. Seeing how mid was going, but Gladiator picking off that Salforus was beautiful, forcing him, to get a shrunken as well.
yeah, I agree completely.
Beautiful.
All right.
Alright, and that'll be it by John and Zara. And unfortunately, the last game that is M14 will be delayed for tomorrow. It will not be on stream, unfortunately, but it will be delayed for tomorrow. So this wraps it up for today for the HoN Oh My God League Tournament Cycle number 2, Day 1, the best of 8. And tomorrow we're going to be back at 2 p.m. GMT. 0, that is going to be the semifinals. So Semi 1 and then Semi 2 at the, okay, just a sec here, 5 p.m. I believe. I don't want to confuse it, just give me 1 second, everybody. Yeah, so I can confirm it is at 2 p.m. GMT Semi 1, 4 p.m. GMT Semi 2, and the finals, of course, at the 6 p.m. GMT all best of 3. We're going to see you tomorrow at these timings. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a good evening, everyone. Till tomorrow. See ya.